Oh my good fucking god. Welcome to a podcast.
Well,
That's the
yeah,
opening.
that's
Stop
that's
it.
the wait. We finally are gonna satisfy whoever is like, oh, they keep talking forever. So there you go.
They keep
Quick
talking
music.
forever, bro. That's the show. That's every podcast ever. I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? You know what? We were gonna have a nice normal show, and now because of you, one viewer, you one hypothetical viewer, you've ruined it for everyone. Because now we're gonna talk about some dumb bullshit for like 45 minutes just for you, one viewer,
Just for
just for
you.
you. This
Just for
goes out to
you.
you. I hope you're happy. And if anyone else is unhappy, you can blame that guy. Congratulations, our entire audience of 57 people just got one guide.
Yep, they really did.
We actually get like more listens than that. I'm selling us short.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, if we get
It's
100 though, that's then we gotta get to the next 100.
yeah. I mean, how you get the next 100 is you just berate the first 100. That's what the
Exactly.
internet taught me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be a show today as per usual, but there is just like bro, I have had the last 2 weeks have been like mental health fucking hell. I was like very close to quitting my job this past week. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna fucking quit. I'm not gonna put up with this. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not quitting, but I am gonna get a schedule change in the near future. Oh, 1 second.
Hmm.
Sorry, I've been dealing with like on and off nausea all day, so
God, that's awful.
yeah, it's really fucking annoying actually. But it's okay because I played the greatest League of Legends match of my life and have unequivocally proven that I am the greatest goddamn mid laner in NA.
The best.
The best.
The
You're out
best.
here with regular stats, I'm out here with ARAM stats. And I ain't playing ARAM. Did you think
TSM,
that
I
was
don't know
your?
who they
Did
are.
I don't? Nobody knows who they are because they
Cloud9?
don't exist anymore.
Whatever.
Evil geniuses? More like die.
Die. Just die.
Just die. Bro,
Die.
bro, I sent you the screenshots. Have you looked at those stats?
Yeah, like I said.
Bro, I
Fucking.
died once. I was a mad lad. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Only in Early Access podcast. We'll get to the usual riff-raff later.
Yeah.
Bro, the
That
start of
one
that
guy.
match, the
That
start
one
of that
guy.
match was a bloodbath in our jungle. They all invaded us in our jungle. We
I
lost
love when that
3.
happens.
We
So
lost
fun.
3. The enemy team was up 3 kills within like 20 seconds. And everyone's laning was fucked now on our team now. We were all behind on gold. I'm fighting a fucking Vex that's like just super gonna win this lane now. So, we start making it. We're doing stuff. I am like keeping the morale up. I'm like typing in our chat, and and at the start, I was like, "Good luck, have fun to everybody," and then just type it in the team chat. I'm like, "It's fine, it's fine. It's early game. Early game doesn't matter. You don't win off early game. You win off late game." And then we're just playing the game. I get my jungle to come in to just make an appearance. I'm not looking for the kill on the Vex. I just need a flash card. And then we get a flash. And then, like, as the match plays on, I'm, like, looking at my gold, and I'm like, I'm never going to catch up to this Vex now. And that's a problem, because she definitely outranges me. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make shit happen. So I just start leaving lane at, like, crazy moments. Like, I will barely I will like clear most of the enemy wave of minions, hit the Vex back, and then I'm just disappearing into the jungle, reappearing in top lane, forcing confrontations with the top laner and the enemy jungler, getting a double kill on my own, and then I'm just TPing bot and getting myself a double kill, and it's just like, dude, I proceeded to just walk around the map and commit war crimes. There was a
are
point
Zit.
where
You literally
the
are
enemy
Zit.
team had Baron and was pushing into our base, and I just type in my chat to the team, and I'm like, just play defense. I'm gonna bring them out. And they're just playing defense, and while the enemy team is trying to just quick siege and end, right? Because by this point, I've killed like 16 people and still haven't died. Right? And like, they are desperately trying to catch me, and I am just like little fucking escape artist in my little Bumblebee Ziggs outfit here. Just walking away from like putting myself into the 1v3, the 1v4, just coming straight at him. No fear, and then I'm just like walking away with like 2 health, and I'm like, yeah, come and get me, loser.
Yeah.
And I've got people chasing me, and then every time they get close, I just throw the satchel at them, and it puts me further away and them further behind, and then I chuck a bomb back, and I'm getting like a kill as I'm running away at 2 health, just cackling. And then as they're sieging into the base, the objective bounties are like about to expire, and all of a sudden, all they see is, all the enemy team can see is, your tower has fell. Your tower has fell. Your tower has fell. Because I just went all the way into the back end of the map on their turf. It claimed the bottom tower, walked up to mid, claimed the mid, because all the towers I had been for the last like 10 minutes rotating between lanes to just slowly whittle all the towers down. So as soon as objective bounties came up, I just literally cleared 3 towers in like 2 minutes with the satchels. And then they had to stop sieging, try and come find me somewhere in the jungle. I'm sitting there watching them look for me as I'm just slowly moving from bush to bush. And then I ended up stealing 2 drags, one to tie it up on Soul Point, one to steal the Soul Point in the middle of a team fight that we were losing. And then I just killed everyone. And like, to the point where, dude, the Mundo bought every fucking, like, tank, magic resist, health regen item in the game. And people were like, he's the raid boss. And I'm just like, yeah, but it doesn't matter, because I'm player 1. Dude, I did so much damage. Like, I did, like, 80k or something damage in a fucking regular draft pick. I have, like, ARAM stats in this regular draft pick. I got the awards from my team, and like even my team was like, you were like completely tilt proof, and you literally just made snapshot decisions that kept us in the game until the enemy team just fucking surrendered after the second Baron they had wasn't enough. They got 2 Barons, and it wasn't enough. Because like I was just, dude, I was just like every ult I popped out was a double kill. I was just weaving myself in and out of the war that was the fight, just doing the craziest shit. And you know, after that, this is all after like a huge bad mental health last 2.5 weeks, really, and then like kind of had like a little bit of one of those breakdown moments, and then like had something that I felt, for me at least, was like tangible, physical. Oh, I can see my actual like growth that therapy is helping me with here. Even if other people have said they've seen it prior, I couldn't really see it. And just kind of was in a good mental health state. And my previous 2 matches were super hard losses, but I played well each match. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. And there you go. That's what happens. And I warned you all. I warned you all. I warned you all. If I can get this mental health thing together, it's over for you bitches. Well, it's over for you bitches now.
You did say that.
I did warn you. You were given warning. Many warnings were given. The storm has been coming. It has now arrived. The storm is no longer coming. It's here. At your gates.
Approaching anymore. The storm is not approaching. It is here.
The storm is here. Hurricane Stella ain't here to listen to your problems. I'm here to cause the problems. But bro, I was just like on fire. Like I was just like destroying that entire game. I took screenshots. I tweeted it out at Captain Flowers and Raz from LCS, my 2 favorite casters, and I was like, yo boys, can you go get some hype? And I got both of them got back to me. Captain with the let's go, and then Raz with the Stella, you boomed to them. And I'm like, bro, I'm crazy. I'm actually the greatest mid laner, NA. Who goes 22-0? Whoa, 22-0 KDA because of how many assists I had too, dude.
Yeah.
Stole 2 dragons. Like, I'm just, like, the craziest person ever. What's crazy is, bro, I didn't even steal them with the ult.
It was with the Q.
No.
Oh, the satchel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used the ult to damage the enemy team, chucked Qs in, told my team, run it, go in, just dive in, it don't matter, pick a target. Just pull attention, and then I'm just watching them try to figure out, do we fight the dragon, this, that, and they're falling apart, and I'm just like, there's their assassin trying to get away for better position, and it was a Twitch, and I'm just like, little flower pots on the floor, now everyone knows where you are, and satchel, and now I make my way in, everybody's attention is on me, because I'm a very scary person at this point in the game, and satchel and the dragon's mine, and now I leave. Dude, I was a menace. I was a menace. The amount of times that Twitch tried to dive me, and I would just, like, suss him out, and then just hit him with the satchel while he's fucking invisible, and then just blow this dude to smithereens, and, like, he would do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, it's Twitch, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Whatever, bro.
It's like, you're not him, little bro. You're not him. So, yeah, League of Legends has been happening, and yeah, that was, yeah, like, I mean, those are some crazy numbers to have in regular League draft pick. Like,
No, yeah, those are like
that,
so good numbers. Like
those are insane numbers. Like, and I didn't realize how good I was doing the whole time. Like, I knew I was definitely doing good, and then when I looked at it, it was like, yo, I actually was, like, insane. I was the reason we won this game, considering we were fucked and super behind and down 3 kills at the start of the first minute of the match. And they had a Mundo with, like, boss raid level health, and I was just like, yeah, I don't give a shit about his raid boss health. I'm the DPS. He just dies.
ain't no raid boss gonna live after I deal with them.
Bro, it got to a point where I was just like, oh, are you sitting under your tower cause I put you at low health? What, you think I'm not gonna dive you? And I'm just, like, walking under the tower to guarantee that I'm in range of the shot, tanking tower shots as Ziggs, and just killing their enemy jungle and their top laner and their whatever, and then I'm just walking out with, like, 2 health. The amount of times they tried to get my Soraka, and I would just come out of nowhere, out of the mists of the jungle, assassinate 3 people, bounce myself and the Soraka away, she's on 1 health, and I'm on, like, 2 health, and we're just backing, and then, like, Twitch is, like, going invis, and he's trying to find us, and then I find him first, and just engage with him, and kill him, at, like, when I'm at, like, 2 health, just cause, like, I just dumped the whole kit on him, and blasted the fuck out of the dipshit, and then, like, as Soraka is, like, giving me the fist bump thing, I type in, what do we say to the god of death, Soraka? Not today.
Not today.
Dude, I like, refused to let certain people on my team fall behind. I was, like, randomly just showing up in lanes. Which is crazy, because, like, I was roaming early, and I wasn't winning my lane. I couldn't get enough traction into the Vex, because she just had the gold lead at that point, early on. So I was like, fuck it. I can't win this 1v1. I'm just gonna go make shit happen elsewhere. So I just started, like, if my jungle was ganking bot, I'm ganking top. Right? Wherever my jungle is, I'm on the opposite side, and I'm like, deal with it. You're gonna respond to one of these. Or you're just gonna lose both lanes, and we'll lose mid. And eventually, the Vex starts not pushing mid, even though that's what they should have done. And it was, dude, it was just like the best game of my life. And I'm just the greatest Ziggs that's ever lived, and there'll never be anyone as good as me.
Sounds like all you're gonna have to do now is just play Ziggs mid.
That's all I do anyway!
Forever and ever.
That and Talia. I play a lot of Talia. Yeah. So, yeah, that felt very good. Spoilers. Good mental health means you just do better at things. Surprise.
It's, what a...
Surprise.
Surprise. Water is wet.
Surprise, right? Like concept. Good mental health makes you just do better at things. I was just like, when dude, looking at those numbers, I was like, is this what it's like? Is this what it's like for everybody else with the good brains? Is this what it's like? You
It's like,
just
this
hop
is
on and you just crush it, and then you're just like, yeah, I'm the greatest, and then you just leave and take a 6-hour nap because your tummy hurts? That's it? Okay. Seems kind of easy, Chief. Don't know what the rest of y'all complaining about. Anyway, that's been my day. And
a
I
day.
suppose
What
now
a day.
we should start the show.
Yeah, we should start now.
Yeah, we should start the show.
About-
Yeah. And there's some changes to the show. 1 second.
Oh yeah.
Unintentional but acceptable changes.
Okay.
Somehow, I seem to no longer have the original like text document of the show, of like the layout and like we're gonna go through this, and that, and that, and that. Not hard to type up a new one. However, that does mean that on this day, in the year 2024, in May, we must now have a moment of silence and raise our glasses for the list that is no more.
No.
I don't have it. I don't remember what the fuck was on there. That list was huge. You never
my
crossed anything
God.
off. You just kept adding shit to it, and now it's gone. Don't know where that text document is. Searched my entire hard drive. Like, typed in only in early access. That's what it was called. Nothing. Doesn't seem to exist. I may have accidentally deleted it in some kind of, like, depression fever. Who knows? Don't know. Triple, double, quadruple checked. Gone. So I just have a new document. But there's no more list, because I don't fucking remember even half of what was on there at this point. So,
What
it's
a way to
less
break
that you
people.
defeated the list, and more that the list got tired of your bullshit and just left.
That's fucking
Just to
dope.
be
Wait a
clear.
minute. I
You didn't win this. The list just kind of Donkey Konged off the edge of the map and died on their own terms, like you do to your, like, little brother when he's about to finally beat you in Smash back in the day, and you're like, nah, you didn't win, kid. You didn't earn it, though.
No. A dub is a dub is a dub is a dub. I don't
Nah,
care.
that's definitely
Dub.
not true. That's definitely not true. I'm gonna tell you
Dub,
right
dub,
now.
dub.
That's the biggest fucking lie anyone's ever told you. A dub is not a dub, is not a no. When
dub
you
is a
barely
dub.
win,
Dub.
or you win and you didn't do shit, you don't get to feel good about it. You get to feel
I-
good that you had a teammate that carried you like I did. But you didn't do shit. You didn't earn this. I earned it for you. You're welcome.
Nah, a dub is a dub is a dub is a dub.
And considering you spent, like, years losing to the list, you're gonna need more than that one dub anyway. That score ain't even. The list dominated you throughout its career, and then retired graciously and told you to fuck off, little buddy.
I can't deal with your shit anymore. Fuck off. It's like, all right. See
You
ya.
ain't the one, Chief. You ain't the one.
I never claimed to be the one.
No, that's Jet Li.
That's true.
That's true, yeah. There's gonna be, like, a very cut off age gap that's not gonna understand that joke at all.
We need a 2 now.
You want a second list?
No, we need another the one movie with Jet Li, but it's just called The 2.
Shut the fuck up. You're not. You're fucking stupid. The 2. Shut the fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? Is this supposed to be a joke?
Yeah.
The 2.
The 2.
You fucking. Do you need to get a cup of coffee? You need a moment to compose yourself? This is a podcast of certain standards, and you are not meeting them.
Oh,
okay?
We have no standards here. Shut the fuck up. We have
Excuse
no
you.
standards
Excuse
here.
you. I'm looking at my screenshot of a 22-0 KDA in regular League of Legends. Where's yours? There's the standard. The standard is you gotta do better than that. That wasn't even funny. That was just, like, awful.
Nah.
You know what? Maybe that one guy who hates us is onto something.
They were right. They were right from the start.
They were right all along. Maybe it's the friends we made along the way. It's not. It never was. Don't worry about
Never.
it. So yeah, no more list. So if you were a fan of the list, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe we'll do a new one. Maybe we won't. I don't really fucking care, okay? Like, I gotta be honest, nothing was ever coming off that list probably for another 2 years, and in that time there was gonna be at least 3 things added.
God.
So, like, you know, change is the nature of life.
Yeah.
Such
You'll
is
have to
life.
start new sometimes, you know.
So I guess, talk about the month's gaming. Talk about there's just some stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Talk about.
Um, I have gotten back into Destiny 2 for the final shape.
Ah, yes. Same here.
I,
Same
I
here.
am I'm enjoying playing it quite a lot actually. Saw some people up in the multiplayer and I'm doing crazy stuff in the PvE and all that.
Mhm.
Um, I'm kind of like ambivalent about it in the sense that like I feel like I'm kind of here to like I want to see the end of this goddamn saga because I put so much
Yeah.
goddamn time in it. I'm
Yeah.
not committing to whatever comes next. I've
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
this
Yeah. No.
expansion. I'll play this expansion stuff. But yeah, and of course,
That's it.
no one knows where the fuck they're planning to go next. Cause like,
You need the
I,
closure. I get it. I get it.
it's like I want it. It's not even closure. It's like, all right, guys. It's been literally actually 10 years and actually more at this point. I think. Let's see it. Let's see the old finale. I'm at the end of your stupid, sometimes really neat, but a lot of times really convoluted, and some of this lore contradicts itself way too often.
Yeah.
But your shooty game feels fun. It looks cool, and you know what? I'll see it to the end. I'm in Mordor. I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, I mean, I could just sit down. He's got it, but like, all right, let's go over there and drop the ring in.
All right, come bring your last final show and tell. Let's see it.
Yep,
What
yeah,
do you
it's just
got?
kind of like, what do you got? Show me the end, right? Whether I stay and have any interest in anything beyond this expansion and the seasons that follow it up to wrap any of that up, I don't know. Um, so that's that. Not much more to say on that, really. Just kind of been playing it and stuff.
Yeah, same here.
I will say that, like, as usual, Destiny is that thing where I'm like, there's definitely still some really good moments to have in this game, and there have been a lot of good moments, but there's also a lot of fuckery, and anytime I'm playing, like, the current season activity, and I'm in the stupid Riven Lair cave with the moving platforms and the spike traps, and I'm like, yo, bro, this shit's so goddamn annoying. I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate every second of platforming that has ever existed in this entire
Yeah, the game is
godforsaken
worse with
franchise.
platform. Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, I'm about to, like, kidnap this whole studio and force y'all to play the original Crash Bandicoots until y'all understand how to make some goddamn fucking platforming. You got one class with a proper jump in the whole game. You can't make platforming like this. Do you see Borderlands making convoluted platforming puzzles? No. Do you know why? Because there ain't no real jumping in that game. Ain't nobody care about that shit. I'm here to shoot shit and loot shit. That's the game. It's like, I don't want to figure out this jumping puzzle. I don't want to.
God. I hate
Um,
that. I
yeah.
this in regards to that jumping, I the reason I really hate those jumping puzzles is because one of the what's called one of the quests that you can do for an exotic called the 0 1 hour.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I've done it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I've been
That's
doing
for
it
the,
with friends.
Outbreak.
Yep, Outbreak Perfected. And so
Dude,
I
that was an
was
annoying
doing.
pain in the ass quest. Fuck that shit.
It is. It's a really
I
annoying.
had to be sherping through that. I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to even go in this fucking section? And it's
Oh yeah.
always like, oh, well, there's actually a little hole in the wall that you can't see until you're nearly falling to your death, and you have to just know it's there. I'm just like, bro, who is this for? Who looks at this and goes, this is fun? This is why I'm playing Destiny. It's like, no, man. Like, you are not a Dark Souls game. Every mechanic and puzzle does not need to be the vaguest, least information, just fucking absolute shot in the abyss of night convoluted mess. Like, it's like they pad so much extra time into shit by just being convoluted and vague, and I'm like, bro, just explain the mechanic and tell me where the fuck you want me to go. Stop being all obtuse like this. It's not cute. I fucking hate it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I don't like that shit. It's like, there's a limit to that where it's like, it's kind of, it gives me the vibe that people who play Black Ops Zombies and demand that you do the Easter egg and only the Easter egg to beat the map and nothing else, right? Like, it's that vibe. That's the Destiny puzzle, like, obtuse jumping mechanic. And even when it's not a puzzle and it's just like, where do you gotta go? We're not gonna tell you. It's really vague. And it's just like, why though, dude? I don't enjoy any part of this that you're presenting at me. The part I do enjoy is when I've either stopped doing this activity because fuck this shit and gone back to something where I can just shoot stuff and do cool things. It's like, if I wanted to play an obtuse puzzle-solving platforming game, I'd fucking go play The Witness by Jonathan Blow, okay? Do you see me buying that game? Is it in my Steam library? No, spoilers, it's not. It'll never be, because that's not what I fucking want in my fucking video games. That's why I don't buy Jonathan Blow games, okay? I bought Destiny. I want to shoot and loot. Maybe with a little bit of jumping around here and there, but I want the focus to be shooting and looting and maybe a cool story I can get into. But time and time again, the focus seems to be on how many convoluted, vague, very poorly explained or not explained at all puzzles and mechanics can we cram in here that often if I can get to a point where I understand them, I'm like, oh my god, this is so dumb and boring. Stop making things that make me stop shooting. Like,
If I have to stop shooting, then that means either everything is dead or the game is telling me go solve a puzzle.
Imagine if Diablo was like, instead of like making loot better and reworking items, we just made everything more convoluted and vague, so now you have to spend a lot of time thinking about how shit works instead of pressing buttons and doing cool shit. Yeah, I'd uninstall the game immediately and so would everyone. You're a looter shooter. You're like an action RPG looter shooter thing, man, and you're fine when you're that. You're really good when you're that. And I get it. Raids, mechanics, whatever. It don't need to be that insane. It really don't. At the very least, like, I feel like they should have made there should have been, like, a distinction of, like, here's regular version of the raid, and then here's extreme mega version of the raid where everything's fucked, and that's for the sick, weird people, and I can just go do the raid that is explained, it's not vague, and we just go in, and it's really about, can you guys kill the shit fast enough, yes or no? Like, I enjoyed raiding right up until it became a, like, 12-hour process, just to get to, like, a checkpoint, and I was like, I'm out. I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. So, I'm here for the final shape. I'm here for the end. I did very much enjoy the cutscene with Crow falling into the Witness and the engagement with Cade there. I was like, oh, he really wants to pull that trigger. And then the Crow's like, you died. And then he sees the ghost and he's like, so did you. And he lets go and I'm like, that's my man. I was like, that's my Vanguard right there. A guardian to the end. Instantly pulls off the trigger and he's just like, nah, okay, we're allies though. Let's figure out what the fuck's going down. And I was just like, that's how we do it.
Did Nathan reprise his role, right? He's still
I think so, yeah, I believe so. It sounds like him.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it sounded like him, but I was like, did he get to reprise his role, or was that someone sounded like so?
I will BRB. I need to grab a soda.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, like, it's like, I'm here for the final shape. I want to see how the story wraps up. I'll play the post-launch stuff as it happens. From what I was tertiary, like, reading, it is probably going to be the most, like, changes to just everything in the game.
Yeah.
Like, the prismatic class alone sounds really interesting, and I want to toy around with that, and I'm like, for better or worse, this journey is coming to some kind of end, whether it leads to a thing that I want to invest in beyond that. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. So, here we are, just two hunters at the end of the world.
Damn, I'm
So,
a
yeah. Well, you're not there yet. No, but it's
Yeah.
just two hunters. It's
Just 200,
canonically
yeah.
just two hunters at the end of the
Hunters right
world.
now at the end of the world, yeah. Funny enough,
Which seems fitting.
even though funny enough, like when they were showing the final shape trailer, it was Ikora and
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. Other than that, for me this month, been DBDing it up as it is. I've just, at this point, I think I've completely let go of Overwatch. I'm just out.
Fair.
The toxicity of it, and just the shitty balancing they've been doing, and it's just been too much. I felt much better not playing it anymore. Plus, it's one less battle pass I give a shit about now. Which has actually worked out great, because, like, I've only been back in Destiny for, like, a week, and I've almost completed the entire pass. I'm done this season's DBD pass already, and there's still, like, an entire month and a half left.
Damn.
I'm, like, halfway through Diablo 4's current season pass, and that's, like, 2 weeks in. Yeah. So, DBD, still DBD. There is, coming soon to DBD, which I'm really excited about, the Dungeons and Dragons crossover with Vecna being the new killer and like a bard person and like a cute little elf girl, and I can't wait. Vecna is like really weird. I don't know what he does precisely, like his ability and what his unique shit is, but if you're playing against Vecna, regardless of what map you're on, there's just like extra chests, and when you loot them, they could be mimics that eat you. They could be various like D&D items that like give you different effects and stuff. So that's really neat and fun, and I think that's a really cool thing to do. They also announced Castlevania crossover. Dracula is coming to D&D, of DBD, sorry. And I'm just like, Dracula. I like how they got, like, stressed Castlevania Dracula, because it's like, you could have just done Dracula, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you could have just done Dracula, like.
but they
plain old
wanted the
Dracula.
Castlevania Dracula, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? If I get a cool ass Castlevania map
This
about it,
man with a
you
miserable
know.
pile of secrets. At you.
I was like, yo, let's go. This is I love this. This is great. I'm all about DBD getting better and better and better. Very fun game still. I played the Stella Blade demo.
Uh-huh.
I mean, plot-wise, and this is also based on, like, I've heard some people talk about it. Plot-wise, I've heard, like, the plot's fucking garbage. Like, it's trash. Like, it's just the most
Yeah.
nonsensical thing ever. Visually very stunning. Runs beautifully. No hiccups. It's made by Shift Up, the people that made, like, Nikke, Goddess of Victory. So it is, like, a waifu game. And you play as your waifu and you dress her up. But I'm gonna be honest, her best outfits are, like, pretty much fully clothed in terms of like, yo, that's gorgeous. But like gameplay wise, yo, that shit's awesome. That shit's super good. It's just Devil May Cry Dark Souls. It's Devil May Cry Dark Souls. That's the game. It is literally it feels just as good as Devil May Cry 5, but it's a Dark Souls. That's it. The plot is also like really bad Nier Automata, apparently. The music is the same person as Nier Automata, so the music's great and the combat's great and visually it's good. The plot's garbage, basically. But like, so if it ever went on like a really nice sale and I was in like a slow month, I might pick it up and play it because like I genuinely had a very good time playing that demo. Like it was very fun to play that game. So that's what that is. I mean, regardless, I think it's still pretty impressive from a studio whose only other game they've done is a fucking mobile cover shooter, like, gotcha phone game waifu thing.
Yeah.
It's a pretty impressive step up. And, it is what it is. I've been playing a little more of the Outer Worlds, haven't gotten super far in it. I'm playing a character that I created called Retail Murderer, whose, like, origin background is that he actually was a cashier, and I am just literally going through this galaxy fucking murdering everybody. And, like, I put all my stats into just gun. Real good gun. And then, like, I'm just, like... huffing like massive amounts of alcohol and drugs and just shooting it out with people. And I love this game because, like, if you take your stats down to a certain threshold in the character creator, like, I put my intelligence so low that I unlocked the unique dumb dialogue options now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, I fucking love that. What does that even mean? So I've been playing around. Dude, it is hilarious. But what can you expect from the people that made New Vegas? But perfection, and perfection you shall receive.
Literally, Obsidian was just. Imagine it's a cashier. I think it's funny because they were a cashier, and it was almost like, I don't get math. I just gonna kill everybody now.
Correct, yeah. I've been playing Warframe, as always.
Yes, waiting on that.
The new update comes out in June. Jade Shatters be a small MSQ, a new angel-themed Warframe, and the MSQ will finally be about the origin of Stalker. We get to play a Stalker and see what that's about, all leading up to TennoCon in July, where I'm going to make a prediction, and we'll see if it comes true. I think they are going to announce the date at which people can start playing Soulframe in July. Yeah. They did the preludes the last, like, 2.5 months, where they had, like, a couple hundred people invited in to play. They've been showing more trailers more frequently, more information. Like, they've been more soul framing. This has been quietly happening far more frequently than it has been. And again, we have no idea how long they were even working on the game before they even announced it, because when they announced it, they had quite a lot to show. I think Soulframe is about to get its release date. Obviously, it is going to release exactly like Warframe has, where it is kind of just always a work in progress. So, like, you better believe that game I'm going to be playing the fuck out of Soulframe.
Yeah.
And then we're probably going to hear more about Warframe 1999. Maybe even get a release date for that. Really excited for that as well. And then we get to the meat of my month of gaming and the last thing of what I've been playing of this month. And we mentioned perfection earlier with Obsidian, but no one does perfection like Supergiant.
Of course.
Okay,
of course,
so I'm just gonna pull up
Yep.
some stats here. I'm gonna pull up some stats here, so all you spreadsheet people get excited. How big?
With us in the room right now.
how big do you think Hades 2 early access is?
See, I saw either a tweet or something where it was like about double the size of Hades 1. Like there was just
incorrect. It's less.
Oh, it's less? Okay.
It's less. Well, I mean, it factually, in terms of size, is less. It is not less content. It is less in size. Hades, currently, is 11 gigs. 11 gigs. That's it. Hades 2 is not even 5. Hades 1 has 4 fucking zones. That's it. Right? Like, fucking Hades, Asphodel, Elysium, Tartarus. You get through Tartarus, boom, final fight. Do it. Run it again, whether you win or lose, right? That's the game. 4 zones. That's it. Like, 5 or 6 weapons with aspects and all kinds of stuff. Hades 2, day 1 of early access, has 4 zones down, 3 zones up, the same amount of weapons as Hades 2. equal amount of aspects, variations of those weapons. It already has duo-boo. Everything that is in Hades 1 is in Hades 2 already and better. And then there's more. There's gardening. Dude, this game, like, how is this fucking early access, dude? This game has so much content in it. It is, like, overwhelmingly full of things to do to be called early access. But it is early access, because, like, there is characters who just straight up have placeholder art. There are characters who don't have placeholder art, but don't have their final art. They have the rough sketch art in. Yeah. This game, like, let me put it this way. The equivalent of, like, Heat. Do you know what Heat is in Hades?
Yeah.
That's already in this game.
Oh, okay.
Aspects are already in this game. There is alternate versions of the game you can play via Chaos where you go into a fixed run with a fixed build and all you have to do is clear the boss in that area. You are, like, unlocking weapons and aspects. There is keepsakes. All of them are already in the game as far as I can tell. They're just placeholder art for everything. Like, this game, when they said they wanted to wait to put it out in early access until it had more content than Hades, people thought they meant more content than Hades early access. No, they meant more content than Hades now as a done product.
Yeah.
It's not even close. Which is crazy, because Hades is 11 gigs and Hades 2 is not even 5. But so it is, size-wise, it is factually less than half the size of the game data file of Hades, yet it seems to have 4 times the amount of fucking content. I have already gotten to the end of, let me put it this way in perspective. You can go fight Kronos right now. The final boss. You just go fight him. I think that's how you unlock the equivalent of Heat in Hades 2. It's called Darkness. Hey, I can't beat him yet. Although I've come way closer than I ever did with Hades early on. I'll say this, Kronos is a chump compared to Hades. Hades was a lot harder of a fight to me. I nearly took Kronos on the first fight. I got him to phase 2 consistently the next 2 times I saw him, and almost killed him both times. So, the way Hades 2 works is you're actually going down into Hades, because you're somewhere in between. So, you've got your first zone is Erebus, which is like a gloomy, misty, like, Witch of the Woods area. It's very cute. You then go into Oceanus, which is like a weird, like, steampunk underwater level, opposite of Asphodel, right? And then from there, you go to the Fields of Morning, which is interesting, because the Fields of Morning are what Tartarus was for Hades, except instead of a main room, and you go in the smaller, really tight rooms, trying to find the little satyr sack to feed the dog, and you decide if you want to do all the rooms or not, whether it's beneficial to your run. The Fields of Morning is just a giant field. It is just, like, giant. And you have to clear the 3 altars with the 3 locked things. And then there's extra things if you want them. But, like, yeah. And then from there, you go into Tartarus. And then once you're in Tartarus, it's also all gold and black and weird looking, because it's all Chronosed up. You then have an interesting thing. So in Tartarus, every room, there is, like, a Roman numeral on one of the exit doors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as you go through the numbers. And each of those numbers is telling you what it is it's 5 rooms until Kronos. Or there's the other door, which could be boons, run into somebody to talk to, or whatever, right? So you can, like, is it beneficial or worth it for me to try to grab a couple more boons, maybe hit a shop, or whatever, or bank up on gold because you know Charon's right before you fight Kronos, you get a chance to talk to Charon every time. Or do I just want to beeline it through the 5 rooms and go straight to Kronos, right? I like that. I like that a lot. It's just a better version of Tartarus. And then uptown, as it were, you go into a city, and then from there, you hit the docks, and you teleport across Kronos' ghost fleet on the fucking ocean. It's gorgeous. Occasionally fucking like what's his name? Icarus flies by like a fucking B-52 bomber for you. It's fucking dude, it's so good. And then you get to the beach. And you fight Strife. And I managed to beat Strife, which apparently, according to most people, is way harder than beating Kronos. Because all the podcasts I've listened to that have beaten Kronos cannot seem to beat Strife. I beat Strife. I can't seem to beat Kronos. I just can't quite get him in the end. I beat Strife, though. Strife is where the top ends and you hit credits. And it says there's a lot more going on there, but let's just say that Melanoe had a journey, right? So we don't know how many more there, like, currently, so there's currently 4 down, final boss, 3 up, boss, not final, more to come. There's at least gonna be 1 more zone. At least. So it's gonna be 4 up, 4 down, and the trajectory of this is instead of hitting Hades, unlocking Heat, doing your second, third successful runs, right? Hades 2's progression is going to ping pong you back and forth between a run up, a run down, a run up, a run down, because the rules are different in each area. You like, dude, it is like full of like cool witchcraft stuff. Like the dialogue is slamming the whole time. The music is fucking incredible. Kronos' theme is the Hades theme, except it's like full of fucking weird ass synths and stuff, because fuck it, he's a titan of time. Why would his music have to come from his time period? He is time, right? It's super good. In the way that Zagreus was very like kind of cocksure. You know what I mean? Like, even when he had his moments of, like, self-doubt or whatever, he's not very, like, he's very kind of cocksure. You know, he's ready to go. He's gonna keep going. He's not willing to back down. And neither is Melanoe, but Melanoe is, like, so soft. And whereas Zagreus is, like, kind of polite, but not really, Melanoe is the politest bitch in the world. But you have to stress, politest bitch in the world. Because, like, even when she's being mean, she's still polite. It's just the way she says it. She is that, I'm not going to, like, say vulgar things to you, but I'm now going to respond to you with a witty response that just dissects your entire existence and lays it on the table while she just stares at you.
Like, I think there was a line that I remember hearing where Melanie is talking to...
oh, God, don't call her that.
Sorry.
Melanoe.
Melanoe. Okay. I don't know why
Melanie.
Melanoe. When she's talking to Nemesis.
You mean my
Nemesis,
wife?
Yeah, the best wife.
Well, have you seen Eris?
I've not seen Eris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hecate.
Hecate.
Melanoe. Yeah, it's Hecate.
Okay.
Hecate, Melanoe.
All right.
There you go. To be fair, they are the hardest 2 pronunciations in the game. But like, the game's got a fuck ton of dialogue, and ain't nobody saying Melanie or Hecate. It's Mistress Hecate and Melanoe. The game says it like every single time you talk to either of them.
The game. That's what I've only watched like 1 stream of the game.
They're an idiot and they're wrong and they need to listen.
No. They weren't saying it. I was just like,
look. I after 2 podcasts, I can't stand the Hecate anymore. I gotta step in. I can't. I'm just like, girl, that's not how it's said. That's not how it's said. That you don't need to guess. This isn't like a weird Japanese RPG from '95 where we're never gonna know the pronunciation because they never told us. Okay, the game is telling you aggressively so over and over. Hecate.
Yeah, Hecate. So Melanoe is talking to Nemesis, and Nemesis is kind of pissed that she has to be there. And so Melanie is like, well, I see that you're having these issues. but if you have like like she gets that she's frustrated, but if you have a problem, go speak with the headmistress
Yeah,
Hecate,
no,
not
yeah,
me.
she's
Like
like,
not me.
yeah,
It's like
bro,
all right,
bro, bro.
let's ask
There
a
were
little bit of
people who
sass.
like initially were like, okay, so maybe we were too early with the shipping of Nemesis and Melanoe. It's not actually that. It's not tsundere. Nemesis just kind of hates you, and I'm just like, why don't you play the game a little more? Why don't you play the game a little
A
more?
little more.
The
Nemesis,
sexual
Nemesis.
tension between these two characters is so excessive. It is like once you start winning Nemesis over, oh man. Oh, it is the biggest. It is the biggest. Like, I am just waiting for the moment where Melanoe is just like, you want to kiss me so bad it makes you look fucking stupid.
Stupid.
Like, that is the vibe that is happening here 100%. Like, and she like barely likes me in my current game, but like I've put enough time into it. She wants to go fishing with me. I just don't have the resources to build the fishing post back up.
Okay. See,
But
here's
I'm
the
just
thing.
like, it's like, no, it's not tsundere. It's that this bitch adores you and she fucking hates you for it.
To be honest, I never got the feeling that Nemesis hates Melanie. Like, I get the feeling more that she hates that she has to be stuck on guard duty. That's the thing that like more that from what I see is like I wish to like actually go out there and like
Yeah,
you know
yeah, no,
fight.
it's very much that.
But
It's very much that she
yeah,
doesn't think you can do it. But as you make progress and stuff, like anything, you know, hey, you win them over. Like
yeah,
this game, dude. I will say this is combat wise, um, I feel like Hades 2 is harder than Hades 1 ever was. But I just feel like Melanoe is just better than Zagreus. First of all, she can just sprint forever. You just hold down the button and you run. There's no dash. You just sprint. Infinitely. Forever. Um, all you have your cast in this, instead of being the stupid little fucking diamonds you threw out that were like always the weak point of a build in
yeah.
Hades, your cast is just a big old magic circle that you throw underneath you or elsewhere if you have a boon that changes it, that out the gate it's just a thing that the hands of the dead come up and trap people and just hold them there. Right? Um
Yup, yup.
you have your regular attacks and your heavy, right? As it was your special and attack. Also, you can hold your special and attack to do a omega version which costs magic. And each weapon's magic or omega special attack or and your cast has an omega which is just bigger and does more, all different per weapon and can be affected per boon.
Mm-hmm.
And combined with the Arcana system, which is basically like the Shadow list from the first game, but more nuanced, in that ultimately the Arcana system offers far more power, but unlike the Shadow list of like powers you can unlock, you cannot possibly use all the Arcana in one run. It can't be done. You are not allowed to. Like, you literally can't. You can use most of them. You cannot ever actually use all of them because certain ones only. So you have like what's called grasp, and
Yes,
it
I did
maxes
say
out at
that.
30, and that's
Yeah,
like how much Arcana you can have active at once. So if this card is worth 5 grasp and that card's worth 10, and you only have 15 grasp, and you could only
that's
equip
it.
those
You can
two and
only
no
use those
more.
two. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
you can take them off anytime you want. You upgrade them and stuff. But there's also Arcana that cost 0 grasp, but have a parameter to have them activate. And it's stuff where it's like, you can't have more than 2 of cards that cost the same grasp. So it's like you could have 2 twos, 2 threes, 2 fours, and as long as you keep 2 or less of everything of equal prices, it'll activate that 0/1 for free. But other 0 cards conflict with the way they other ones activate, so it's literally impossible to activate them all currently in the game. But
Gotcha.
it would also be, if you could activate them all, fucking a child could beat this game. You'd have too much fucking power. considering that I think just out the gate, Melanoe is... I feel like run 1 Melanoe has the strength that, like, 20 runs Zagreus had in a finished game. And she has that in early access. Like, the boons are all better. Some of the boons have been, like, squished so that some of the gods that aren't in this one, like, all the effects are better, too. Like, in Hades 1, there was a couple of effects that were kind of just different poisons, and, like, there were certain ones you just never wanted. I've not seen anything that I have no value with. Like, and I will say I feel like the weapons stand out more and show more uniqueness in this one, but it's also because they have more to do, because not only do you have your attack, your special, your cast in this being super fucking useful, then you have the Omega attack and special, your dash is not there, you just hard sprint super fucking fast, and just run forever, and combine that with the way keepsakes and stuff work in this, and the cauldron where you do your rituals, which are just, like, straight up passive, forever changes to the actual mechanics and systems and levels in the game. And to use sometimes. Like, then there's the aspects. Aspects in this feel way more interesting than aspects in, so far, every single aspect, even if it's not something that seems appealing to me, it is like a distinct change that, like, really shakes up how the thing works. So the weapons in this one, you've got Lim and Oros, the sister blades. Those are definitely one of my favorites. A lot of people compare them to the punchy gloves of Zagreus, and I would agree. It's very much a get in there, do your combo, get out kind of play style. Right? Very fun, very high mobility, and the special of that one is throwing out knives in, like, a wide arc, but, like, there's so many things that can change that. There's, like, a boon that makes it one knife that bounces around, shit, it's crazy. There is, the starting weapon is my least favorite, actually, is the staff. It's got really good range with its, like, magic casts, and as you've played the game, I feel like the staff shines a little better once you, like, have a better grasp of the game, but I definitely feel like it's the weakest of all of them, which apparently most people don't agree with, which I find fascinating, because the weapon that everybody seems to hate is what I think is one of the best in the game. So there's that. There is the Moonstone Axe, a big old double-handed big axe, big damage, right? Not as slow as you would think. Really interesting combo patterns. Big range on the magic cast, like massive range. Big old spin to win barbarian combo you can do. Super fun to use that. And then there is, God, what else? There is. So remember the special from the railgun in Hades, the, like, grenade launcher part of it?
Yeah. I do remember.
So
that, yeah.
there is a skull you can get. It's just a skull. You just have, like, a floating skull above your hand. That is... the skull is just that. It's just the grenade launcher part of the railgun.
Oh?
You get 3 shots, and as you, like, expend shots, you do more damage. You gotta go pick them up. But, like, didn't quite appeal to me until I unlocked an aspect for it that completely changes how the fucking thing works. Like, the aspects in this are might as well be different weapons. Whereas, like, a lot of the aspects in Hades 1, I was just, like, I didn't care about most of them, because the change was so minuscule that it was, like, I'm not gonna grind that out for that, because I'm not, like, I don't feel like that's enough of a benefit or something different enough to make a difference in any run, really.
Yeah.
Whereas, Hades 2, I feel like every fucking aspect stands on its own, as its own weapon. Even if it's subtle, like, once you take it and you go in there, you're like, oh my god, yeah, no, I have to play totally different now. And then my personal favorite weapon is the weapon everyone hates, the torches. And I think it's because I think everyone but me doesn't know how to use them. So the torches are the only weapon in the game that I'm going to stress is your attack is not the focus. It is your special. That is what these weapons are about. Because your special is you do a cute little spin and it shoots out 2 little fireballs that rotate around. You just keep tapping that. Just keep tapping that. And you fill the room with fireballs. And you just get boons for that. And you just go fucking nuts with that shit. Like, I am just dancing around the room, covering the world in fire, and then everything dies, I claim my reward, and I move on. It is literally like it looks like I'm not fighting anyone. I'm just twirling around the room, the world is on fire, and then everything's dead, and then I move on. They are so cool. Yeah, the game's fucking great. The music's phenomenal. Supergiant, don't miss. I don't know, like, I'm glad everyone else is on the Supergiant train because of Hades. Long overdue, in my opinion, that they get the recognition they deserve. So, while you are all enjoying Hades 2, or if you're one of those you want to wait for full release after you've dipped your toe in, why don't you do yourself a favor and go play Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre, because Supergiant has been making nothing but masterpieces 5 fucking games in a row now. They do not miss. They've never once in their life missed. Also, this game has a lot more wives. There's a lot more wives in this game. Nemesis, that's wife. Hecate, that's mommy. Eris, that's definitely wife. She calls me babe. Dude, and new Artemis? Oh, I love new Artemis. New Artemis can get it. Old Artemis can get it, but new Artemis can absolutely get it. Dude, it is fantastic. Also, shout out to the boss fight of Oceanus, which is Scylla and the Sirens, which is where you fight a fucking, like, rock band, garage band.
That's sick.
And by that, I mean that she's singing, the ones on guitar and the ones on drums, and they are performing the fucking dope-ass song that Ashley Barrett and Darren Korb made, where Ashley Barrett is, like, screaming her lungs out that she's gonna gouge out your eyes and drown you. To, like, a fucking thrashy punk song. Dude, it's the fucking coolest thing in the game. It's so cool. I was like, yo, I fucking love this fight. What if you just fought Rock Band? But they were sirens, though. But what if Rock Band? Do you like rock?
Just reminds me of
dude, it's so cool.
Lollipop Chainsaw, because the thing is that a lot of the bosses in those games were just like you're fighting literally like musicians.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It is very much that vibe. It is very much that vibe, dude. It is very much that vibe. Art wise, what's to say? It's fucking incredible. I actually really like seeing the in between stage of placeholder art and finished art, with the certain characters have just the rough concept art in place, right? Because they're probably gonna be, those people are probably getting the full art before the placeholder people do, right? But it's really interesting seeing Gen Z's concept art for once. Because you're just like, oh, wow. Shout out to fucking Mommy Medea. Mommy Medea, I cannot wait for that final art to come out, because that is the most mommy of all the mommies, and she's just in concept art form. And I'm just like, this woman, I just want her to slit my throat. She's giving Wednesday's mom vibes. And I'm definitely here for it.
Morticia?
I'm definitely... Yeah. It's good. It's real good. And she likes me, and she's nice to me, and when I run into her, she lets me pick from her batch of curses to curse people with, and I'm like, oh, that's great. And then when I, like, kill things near her, she's like, such violence, but she says it in a way that means she likes it, and I'm just like, haha.
Oh, it's that fucking meme from the Japanese mom thing where it's like, ara ara. Like, where like they say it in such a way that's like, oh, it's
dude, this game's so good. This game's so good. This game is so good. This game is so good. Hades 2 is so good already. It's so fucking good. It's crazy how good this game is. And then finally, a brief, just kind of Diablo 4's new season came out. There really isn't a season mechanic, really. There is like a little seasonal quest, and it's more about massive reworking to how items work and the world itself interacts with you. All super good changes. Things drop less loot now, and all tiers of loot actually have one less like affix on them. But you have more control over what items offer you in the long run because of tempering and masterworking, which I haven't even unlocked yet. To the point that I will say this, as much as it sounds like less items and less traits on items seems like it would be bad for a Diablo game. By level 30-40, my Sorcerer and Necromancer this season were stronger than my level 75 Druid from last season. It's better. It's just infinitely better. And I'm excited for more Diablo as always. Diablo continues to be really good. Other than that, that's kind of been all I've been playing. That's it. So that's my month done. And now, the hell you been playing?
Well, I did get to play Crow Country since that came out this month. Do you want me to go into spoilers or just keep it as?
I mean, that's up to you. You can spoil. I'm not gonna play Crow Country, so it's up to you.
Okay.
Do you want to spoil?
All right. Yeah. No. I'm fine with going through the whole thing. I just want to make sure that's like, are you not wanting to be spoiled by it, or?
Go ahead. No one
Okay.
I watch on anything has even mentioned Crow Country, and I have no intention of playing it myself.
Okay. All right. So like, it's very much as people have seen, it's a very much inspired like, um, old Resident Evil
It's
look
one of
with
those
like the whole
survival
prolonged.
horror games the kids like so
Yes,
much.
that one. And so you play as characters like Mara Forest, don't forget it. And it's like, okay. like it's funny. Um it's you don't really realize this, but the thing is that Mara is like a kid. Like I think in the game she's like 13 or 14, I believe 14. So there's this little girl going to an amusement park dealing with monsters and shit with with the handgun and whatever guns she finds um
What?
in the
Hold on.
amusement park,
Hold
and
on.
it's so
What's
funny.
the setup? Why?
Okay, so
Why
first
is the little girl going into Crow Country with a handgun?
so the thing is that when you first get there, she's trying to find the owner of the amusement park, Mr. Crow.
Uh-huh.
And so you don't know why she's trying to find him at first.
Okay,
She just says I need to
I'm
find him.
looking for Mr. Crow, coxgun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? Could you imagine if, like, RE1 comes out and it's just like Jill Valentine, 14, coxgun, stars? It'd be like, what? What are the rules of this world? What is going on? Why is this child here?
Yeah, it's so funny because when you play the game, it's like you realize like she's kind of short compared to like a lot of the adults.
Well, yeah, she's a fucking kid.
But that's the thing, you don't realize she's a kid until like at the end of the game. And that's
What?
what's so funny when you see, because she doesn't say what her age is or anything. She just like she even has an ID card, but like the ID card like doesn't even like say her name at like her age at all, I believe. It just says
Okay, so hang
expert.
on. Is she just like able to use the gun? Like
Yeah.
as a like, you know, in the way that like Leon Kennedy, police officer, can just use a gun.
Yeah, like she can use the gun. She can point it and shoot it in there.
Does that ever come up? Why she's so well trained with guns at the age of 14?
No, not really. Other than the fact that, like, again, in her card it says firearms expert. So everyone's like, "Wow, you can you pretty sure know how to use guns."
Could you imagine if, like, in RE2? Yeah, RE2, what's your name? The little girl
Claire.
You gotta go rescue?
Oh,
no.
Sherry.
Yeah, could you imagine if Sherry just, like, pulled out a Glock and blew her dad away? Like...
You want to, if you want to put a funnier perspective,
Sherry Birkin, remember it.
imagine if
Clock,
Sherry
bam.
Birkin, imagine if Sherry Birkins just pulled out a Desert Eagle and just started shooting people. You know?
She just pulls out 2 eagles and goes akimbo and goes
Yeah.
nuts. She's running sleight of hand. Get her.
Because it's so funny, but yeah, like
Sherry Birkin, sleight of hand. That's her. Sherry Birkin.
Oh, that's okay.
No, don't worry about it.
No, no worry.
Look, we're short. That's the first one, okay?
Yeah.
You know what? Real talk, though. Sherry Birkin as a child, just pulling out an eagle and blowing her weird mutated dad away would be, like, honestly, one of the tamer moments of that franchise.
It really would have been.
That's the crazy part.
It would have been the best, though. It would have really.
Could
been
you
the
imagine, dude? If I was in charge of the Uri 2 remake, I would have been like, okay, hear me out. What if Sherry just pulls out a Glock and blows his fucking brains off? What?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you still gotta do the fight as Claire. It's just instead of him falling, Sherry just pulls a Glock out of her cute little dress and blows his fucking brains out.
She picks up the minigun that Claire drops and just
she picks up the giant super ray gun that Jill can pick up in RE3. The gun that's like the size of 8 Sherrys.
Yeah.
That's another one right there. The size of 8 Sherrys.
Sherrys.
How big are we talking? Like 8 Sherrys tall. That's pretty big for a zombie. Sherry's at least like 3 feet, 4 feet. That's like a 20-foot zombie.
3 feet. I mean, if we're talking about when she was a kid, yeah, she looks like.
Yeah, it's like kid size, like 3 feet. 20 of those is pretty tall.
Fucking hell, that's 24 feet if we're really counting.
If 8 Sherrys stood on top of each other's shoulders, you'd be a little intimidated.
Yeah, I kind of would be intimidated. It's like,
especially if they all pull out deagles.
Oh my god. Akimbo style deagles? Oh my god, that's 16.
Oh
deagles.
my god,
no
dude, that's too much DPS. You don't have the health for that.
You know what? Wait a minute.
You know what? Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense why Wesker needed this crazy super regenerative virus. There's 8 Sherry Birkins with 2 deagles 2 inches to the left of them. You know what? I might inject myself too in that fight. I need to even the odds.
Oh, okay.
I love how that's like not any crazier than anything that's actually happened in Resident Evil.
Oh.
Remember when Chris just punched that boulder?
Yeah, I remember.
That was like 20 times the size of a house and had been rolling down a hill for like 10 minutes, which, you know how mass and shit works, dude. The amount of force it would take to just punch that and stop that, like, this dude could punch the world and the world would shake. Remember when Wesker got thrown into a volcano and they launched like 700 missiles at him and then he was just back later?
Back later?
Remember? He didn't die.
No, he didn't die.
Nah, he was fine.
He's fine.
Okay, tell me more about Crow Country and the 14-year-old firearm expert.
So, she's there, and so, she kind of looks around, trying to figure out, like, what's going on at the amusement park, because, like it's abandoned. It's been, abandoned for, like, a few years, ever since an incident happened.
The incident of Sherry Birkin's sleight of hand?
Don't worry, but we'll get there. So,
spoilers, her sleight of hand is her just pulling out a gun and blasting you.
Then you just hear the Raptor song from Modern Warfare 2. Done.
Prestige! You know she's got the gold camo day 1.
Oh my god.
But unlike the cheetahs, Sherry actually does have 100 hours in the game that just launched already. Keep up, scrub. Oh god, I've never wanted to like change my username for Call of Duty coming up to Sherry Birkin before, but now I do.
Yeah, I think you have to now. You gotta now. 8
Oh
cherry
my god.
Birkins with 16 desert eagles.
Sherry Birkin. Oh my god. Don't you play as her in like later games? Doesn't she actually like do shit later on?
Yeah, she
Isn't she?
does. She
Isn't she like a a super soldier or something?
in Resident Evil 6, she becomes like an actual like agent, and
Yeah, and
so
she's got like
yeah.
superpowers or something.
Well, she doesn't really have superpowers
No, I
apart
don't know.
from just like
I'm pretty sure she's got superpowers.
she's got like super healing. That's pretty much all she got
That dude,
with
that's
it.
a great superpower in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, like she can like superhero, and that's kind of pretty much it. Um,
Oh my
what
god.
okay,
Okay, yeah,
going back in
continue.
the and so she finds a dude named Arthur, and
Uh
so
huh.
Arthur is supposed to be just like this like photo journalist who's trying to like also kind of find out what's been going on at this goddamn place. Um, and he's like injured, and it's like, all right, let me go ahead and take you to the car, just so because oh yeah, that's right. Maru, she can drive. There's a 14-year-old girl that's just driving a car. It's a Ford Fiesta. They made it explicitly clear that that's the model of the car, a Ford Fiesta. Um, and so she like, all right, let me take you back to the car, let me go, and you just stay there and stay put while I try to find out what the hell's going on. And as you kind of like go a little bit through the amusement park, you find like weird monsters eventually, like, "Oh, what the fuck is this, like what's going on?" And like you're also finding like a ridiculous amount of gold. Like it's just like there's a worrying amount of gold at an amusement park. Like it almost feels like there is a what's called a um like some sort of gold mine, or like something
Okay, do you mean
along those lines.
like gold nuggets, gold bullion, Aztec blood gold of the underworld, like what
So
gold
at
doubloons?
so at first it just looks like gold nuggets that are like in a rock, if that makes sense. Like it
Okay.
looks like if you were just mining ore and it's gold ore.
It's
But
actually
then
just the gold block from Minecraft.
essentially think of it like that.
They just ripped it and
But,
put it in the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then eventually you will find like literally solid gold. Like it even looks cylindrical, and it's like 24 karat gold that they mentioned.
What the
Just solid gold. And you're like, what the fuck? How are you finding like this shit in an amusement park? But we'll get to that too. Um, and so as she's like kind of going through the amusement park, fighting like all these like what look like weird ass monsters and stuff like that. Um, she keeps finding more and more of the individuals, I guess, associated with the park. Like for instance, she's finding a lawyer that's supposed to be like um bringing in papers to Mr. Crow because um what's it called uh because of the incident that happened, like they were trying to like get Crow papers to like, hey, you need to get your ass to court. And so he never showed up. So like there's this lawyer that's coming in, and it's like, hey, I need to help with finding Mr. Crow. And it's like, okay, lady. There's monsters around. It's like, yeah, just let me get around. And it's like, oh, okay. And so uh you find her, you find the daughter at some point. She got also like hurt, and you're like, here's an antidote, hopefully that will help with whatever is going on. It's like, yeah, that slightly helped better. You find the foreman, who kind of was in charge of the like the mechanical stuff at the park and things like that. And you find um Crow's business partner, um and I'm trying to remember just to make sure. Yeah, you find his business partner, and you find what's his. I'm trying to remember his fucking name. Um, it's not his chief of police, or it's like, I guess, like the owner of like a second discrete location, which is supposed to be a mine, quote unquote, in Brazil. Yes.
What?
Brazil is a relevant apparently thing, but his business partner like shot himself.
Bro, stop. I gotta stop. I just, I just want you to understand what you just said to me and tried to like move on as if it wasn't the most batshit thing you've said in the last like 10 minutes of proceedingly higher levels of batshit things. He's just the owner of, a discreet mine in Brazil. That is
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah. What's not to get? Not to get, bro.
Bro, what is this game about?
It's so
Wait,
funny.
where does Crow Country located in? Like,
Oh, it's located in Georgia.
United States?
Yeah, United States, Georgia.
And there's just an owner of some kind of mine from Brazil.
He's an American, but he basically
But but
supervises the
but he
mine in
owns a
Brazil.
mine in Brazil and he's just hanging out in the abandoned Crow Country theme park in Georgia.
Yeah,
And these two things are connected.
they are. They very much are.
Okay, so are the monsters are they like puppets? Are they animatronics? Are we
We're getting to
zombies?
that. We're getting to that.
What do you mean we're getting? You met? Oh my god, this guy.
I'm just trying to like kind of explain that it's like Mara's meeting all these people that are still like at this amusement park, and it's like, yeah, shit's getting kind of fucked up, but you gotta like leave now. It's like Mara's like, no, I gotta go meet Mr. Crow. I gotta go find him. It's like, what the fuck do you want to meet Mr. Crow for? Don't worry about it. I just want to go and meet him. It's like,
If this ends with her like getting to Mr. Crow and he just goes, "Well, hello there, young lady," and she just pulls out the gun and goes, "Remember me?" and then just glasses him, I'm gonna buy this game. I'm never gonna play it, but if the whole point of this is so that this 14-year-old girl can meet Mr. Crow and just fucking take him out like JFK, I'm buying this game. Because right now, I don't see anywhere else this could go.
so, so as she starts meeting these people and you can either help them out or not. It's up to you. But I normally tend to help these people out before in my first playthrough and then my consecutive ones as well. And so, eventually, you get to the point where a cop shows up, and it's like this cop investigator. It's like, oh yeah, I was supposed to handle this case, but someone like blew out my tires of my car, and apparently Mara did that. I don't know why, but
What?
Mara just decided to like go and like cut the tires of this
Bro.
cop's car. And so the way that this cop managed to get to the amusement park is by using his sister's
Is this
bicycle.
is she the girl from Leon the Professional? What the fuck is this? Is Natalie Portman the inspiration for this game?
You know, it could be. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. It could be.
So you're telling me this 14-year-old knows how to drive, shoot a gun, and sabotage a policeman's car?
Yep.
So she can get to the abandoned amusement park, Crow Country, that's been abandoned for canonically several years.
2 years. About 2 years.
2 years, which means she was 12 when it first started being abandoned. So she can meet Mr. Crow and won't say why.
Yep.
And there's like Brazilian gold in this fucking abandoned amusement park in Georgia.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so as she like gets this officer and it's like, yeah, someone did this and like whatnot and so on and so forth. It's like, okay, She's
Hold up,
trying to
hold up, hold up,
investigate.
hold up.
Yeah.
When you meet the cop, the officer, and he's going on about how somebody like slashed his tires or whatever, does it like hard cut to like her just turning to look at the camera and smile like that picture of the little girl in front of the flaming building?
No, sadly, it does not.
0 out of 10 game.
I know.
0 out of 10 game.
It does acknowledge that she's like, it's like,
Oh, that's
I wonder who
crazy.
did that.
That's
I wonder who
crazy.
did that.
As she's just like slashing tires that are just like stacked up. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
crazy. I wonder who would do something
Okay.
like that.
Yep, keep going. Let's see how this one ends.
Yeah. Okay. And
Jesus
so then,
Christ.
so she's going around the amusement park, solving more puzzles and all that sort of thing.
Gathering more
Eventually,
blood gold and shooting more
yeah.
people as a
So
14-year-old girl.
yeah, and like a lot of the notes that you find are just kind of like the more of the attendants kind of like, yeah, some weird shit's going on, or it's like, yeah, the amusement park is kind of just weirdly fucked because of how um like the kids treat like the damn like rides and
I
shit like
thought you
that.
were
It's
gonna
like,
say the kids treat the damned, and I was like the souls of the dead?
no, no, not
I
that.
was like, what is this game's plot, dude? If the souls of the dead are being mistreated by the I'm out. I'm out. I can't with this. If that's what you're about to say, I'm out.
No, 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 no. It's
I'm
so
still waiting for this to somehow come together.
yeah. I'm trying to get there. I'm sorry. So essentially, after solving puzzles and looking through notes, you find out that the gold actually originated in underneath the amusement park. It's
Uh-huh.
not from Brazil. The
Okay.
reason why they were trying to make it look like it came from Brazil, and like that's where they were like where Mr. Crow got all his money is because like they were trying to scam the U.S. government. So like it's like, hey,
Uh-huh.
why are you so fucking rich? How did you find all this gold? It's like actually we got them in Brazil, the gold, and so now we're just
Uh-huh.
making months. So yeah, um,
Okay.
government didn't kind of buy that too much, but like because that's like it almost kind of was seeming like they were getting onto them, but before that could happen, like the incidents of the game happened. So yeah, so eventually like you realize like yeah, in 2 years before the park closed, like the incident happened, which was essentially one of those monsters that you see that look like a humanoid zombie um attacked a little girl um and like she got hurt, and so like they had to like close down the park and everything like that. And so what you come to learn is that that monster um managed was something that Mr. Crow discovered and tried to keep at like encaged
What do you mean like
for
discovered?
like he found this monster
Just living in
underneath.
his theme park?
Yeah, because what happened is that where all this gold comes from looks like a giant metal plant. And but at the base of the plant is like what looks like the Lazarus pit essentially. Um but it's
Bro, are
actually
you
like
trying
a
to tell me that the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul are about to make appearance? I'm gonna end this fucking podcast.
no, no, no. What essentially that pool is, it's a pool like to another world essentially. Like
Of course it
you
is.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course it
It's
is.
a
In
wormhole.
Georgia.
Yeah, and just in Georgia, in below Georgia, there's just a
Mm-hmm.
wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the thing is that what these zombies are not um they're actually like humans from a different world, but when they went through
When they pass through, they
they
become zombies.
they
Okay.
basically became disformed and like just all kinds of fucked up. And so a lot of like the zombies that you see, like there's some that are just like literally a giant skeleton, and then somewhere it's just like a massive like muscle, and like different just kinds of species. And essentially like what all this happened is because as he tried to take more of the gold that was coming out of like this like robotic like stem per se, um it started fucking up like the portal itself, and so like more monsters started coming out of it, and it's just yeah. Like he just kept cutting more and more, so he had to keep going deeper, deeper, and it just kind of like started creating like all these really fucked up monsters. Um, and so what's called that's something like you figure out eventually towards like the very very end, and like Crow was trying to keep one of the first zombie quote unquote he saw alive, so you can like study it and like try to like communicate with it, um because since at the very top when you started finding this gold, um the the mutations of like the person weren't so bad that they could still kind of like speak, but it was um like very fractured and like kind of illiterate, but like you could still maybe make out like some words or whatnot, but like their mind was mostly gone. um and so
I mean, they are from
eventually,
Georgia.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So eventually, as you head down towards the depths of the park,
The
because
fucking
eventually,
metal flower Lazarus pit. Yeah.
yeah. So as start you going down there, um, one of the owner of the Brazilian mine,
Yep. Uh
um,
huh.
it's just like, yeah. So we kind of knew that this was happening, but we wanted to keep it quiet because we don't want to get in trouble and everything,
Uh
and so
huh.
yeah, the foreman was kind of like he was trying to sort of help Mara, but like didn't want to fully say what was going on. Like I'm not sure if to avoid complicity, but kind of or just like kind of in the sense of like I still have a conscience and it's kind of like making me feel bad sort of thing. Um but eventually what happens is that he does try to kill you. The not the foreman, but like the owner of the mine. He just like starts shooting at you.
Mr.
Um,
Brazil himself.
yeah, Mr. Brazil himself, Mr. Brazil manager. Um, and lo and behold, if you do help, uh, the lawyer, like if you help her out, she eventually helps you out. Trying to go through like a boat ride. But she eventually like disappears like what looks like through the vents, and you think she's dead because it's all bloody around the vents, but no, apparently she's just fine. She just like literally pops out of another vent during that confrontation and pushes the Mr. Brazil manager guy into like the void. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's all good. It's
I.
all like, hey, yeah,
Uh huh.
we all survived. Yeah. So then you finally get down to this giant ass door and what
Uh
looks like
huh.
kind of like a very dingy like apartment and lab like combined, because there's like,
Okay.
yeah, there's like a chemistry like set and things like going
Uh
on there,
huh.
but there's also like, well,
Baby's first
like it's,
alchemy set. Got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. um and you find out that this is where Crow was like experimenting and doing his like
Where
research
he
and
was
whatnot.
creating the Philosopher's Stone and writing the first Harry Potter book.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Of
yeah, yeah,
course.
yeah, you got it.
Uh huh. All right. Hit me
um
with the stinger. Here's Mr. Crow. She found him. What happens now?
yeah. and um and so one things you can do, which I was like kind of surprised that they let you to do this, but like it's kind of funny in that sort of way. Before you go into the door, you have to do something for Crow. It's just like, just I need you to grab these like 5 vials that are like right on my chemistry table. It's like, okay. But before even that, you can actually what's it called? There's just a shower
Mm-hmm.
in like that like room, and you could just take a shower. She just kind of like goes in there and just like starts like turning on the shower head.
Okay.
Yeah, and you realize like her hair is like dyed. It's not actually purple. Like it's just like, which like makes sense. It's like, duh, like it's a dyed hair, but like,
I mean, does it make sense to assume her hair isn't naturally purple? We got metal portal flowers in Georgia to another world, people that are zombies and not zombies. There's just lawyers crawling through bloody vents, pushing Mr. Brazil himself into a void, and a 14-year-old that not only is an effective driver, officialized firearms handler, also adequately capable of stealthily slashing a police inspector's tires and it's just mysteriously looking for Mr. Crow. At
Yeah.
this point, I think if her hair was naturally purple, that would be the least odd thing that you've said.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, so you get the vials, you go into the door, and you see Crow, and he's like on a rocking chair by like the pool. Like that's kind of where he just kind of been for like the past I don't know how many days or months or so.
Okay.
Yeah, and he looks like pretty fucked up. Like it, it to put
Like,
it
like just tired or beat down, wounded, zombified. What are we talking here?
like basically like Fallout Ghoul, essentially.
Okay,
Yeah, like just really fucked up. And it's just like yeah. So I've
Mr.
been since
Crow,
a,
played by Walton Goggins.
yeah Walton Goggins, just not as charismatic. um
No one ever is.
and and so
No
yeah,
one
and
ever
so
is.
as she gets there, it's
Uh
like
huh.
so you're Mr. Crow, right? It's like
Uh huh.
yeah, little girl. It's like, do you remember me?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Is she the girl that got injured in the
Yes,
incident?
she is the girl that got injured in the incident. That she is.
Uh huh. Okay. So what's the payout? Does she
Okay,
just
so
shoot him?
no, so you think because he's like, so you came here to kill me, huh? And she's like, pauses, and it's like, I just need you to know that whatever I got infected from that monster, there's no cure. I don't know how long I'm going to live. And like I guess like she came to him cuz thinking like maybe he knows something. Maybe there's a way to like
Uh
prevent like
huh.
the infection or whatnot. And it's like, yes.
Uh
There's no
huh.
conventional cure for it. Except though,
Uh huh.
those vials that you got actually are a cure. And it's like, okay, all
Okay.
right, sir,
Uh huh.
buddy. All right,
Uh huh.
conventionally 5 vials, but there's only five, and those people that have been in the park, um,
Or also all infected.
exactly. So there's
Let me
six
guess. You got
people.
5 vials, 6 people. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. There you go. You get it. You get it. And so I don't know what other endings are if they go anywhere different or not, but the way mine went is that he tells you it's like if you take this paper, um, you basically keep me alive, quote unquote. So I'm guessing there's something in that paper that's like his life's work or whatnot. But that allows me to like give up on the cure. And so like I take it and he's like, thank you, uh not Mara, because I forget what her actual name is. It's like Rachel or something like that. I remember. Just keep remembering Mara. Um and so he falls into the pool
Uh
and
huh.
becomes a giant monster. Like this is like all right, we're going into like Resident Evil Silent Hill 1 thing where it's just like, oh, person just becomes a giant ass monster. Okay.
Wait a minute.
And
Wait a minute. So he just becomes a monster for you to fight,
yeah,
and then you kill him?
yeah,
Well, that sounds like there's 5 people, 5 vials now. Situation solved.
exactly.
Easy.
Exactly. That's the
Easy.
thing. Yeah. But that's the thing. Either you could have like not grabbed the paper, and I think you might have taken one of the vials instead, and so you would have to like decide on what to do, I guess. Or or during the fight because he can attack you and will infect you like in a worse state. You can I guess take the vial um, to remove the infection, um, and so like that way you're not like think of it like a poison where it's like
Uh
you're not
huh.
like constantly losing health. So I guess like during the fight, like if you consume more vials, and that means less vials for people to use essentially. But I managed to keep all 5 vials, so that didn't happen, thankfully. Um, and so yeah, y'all make it out alive. The cop, the lawyer, the foreman, Arthur, the photographer, and you like managed to make it out alive and take the vials and are infection free. And that's what like this whole thing was essentially for. She was just trying to like be like, hey, do you got a way to like cure me because I'm going to die? And that, but this whole fucking weird ass game like took place in an amusement park and like had its own fucking mysteries because, of course, Mr. Crow is like, I need to find a way to make sure that my money isn't stolen by the U.S. government. So I'm gonna make a fucked up, weird amusement park on the side as well.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Crow
She does,
Country.
and the thing is about with Morrow, what's funny is that
Uh-huh.
she apart gets from a pistol, she gets a shotgun, a magnum, and a flamethrower. The flamethrower is apparently single-handed though, so I don't know how that works, but yeah. She is a firearms expert, so.
She is a firearms expert.
Eventually, if you beat, I know two of the weapons that you can get in the game right now. I haven't been able to get the last bonus one. It's a crowbar that has like a crow like on the
Of
head of
course
it,
it is. Of course
and
it
then
is.
the second weapon is a crow launcher, which is a grenade launcher. But instead of like doing it by like impact, it like bounces around. Um, but like the bouncing, like the impact of just the bounce itself does do damage, and then it like blows up after a set time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, look at that. Now she knows how to use a crowbar and a grenade launcher. Look at Mara go.
And that's Crow Country.
Yeah, that's Crow Country. It's a really fun game. Like I like for how it is and everything. Like I definitely recommend it. Like as one of those like really nice survival horrors, and like just the story itself is so dumb, but like I really liked it.
Bro, I
It's
can't
just
believe it literally just was, do you remember me? Like,
me.
get shut the
Like
fuck. I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
this.
She literally just says like, "Do you remember me?" It's like, oh, you're that little girl.
Dude,
The one
the
that got
moment you were
bit.
like a little girl got attacked and then you didn't specify and then she died, I was like, okay, so she's the little girl, right? Like, she's just gonna come
Yeah,
up and be like, do you remember me? What? Bam!
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
It's
god. That
I loved it.
was...
I really
That
loved the
was a
game a lot.
ride.
It was a ride, wasn't it?
That
uh,
was... That was a ride.
I can't wait to see if what else they decide to make. If they make either, because right now all they've been doing right now is just more updates for Crow Country, like adding a hard mode, like adding more stability and
Hmm.
fixes issues, maybe adding I think more content later down the line for it. Um, but if they ever do like Pro Country 2, I guess, or something along those lines, I would love to see it because
Bro.
I love where this all went down, honestly.
Crow Country 2, Mara goes through the portal to kill all the humans on the other side.
Oh my god.
Like Terminator style, just fucking Crow Country.
And it's funny, I forgot to mention this, but it's really funny because when Mara meets Crow's daughter, like the second time around, it's like you find this go to like I guess like a control room where there's like some sort of like side office to it, and there's like a statue, a golden statue of uh the crow's wife and like the mom,
Yeah.
Amanda, the name of the daughter. There we go. Amanda, his mom is like has a little statue and like looks kind of like her, and so like they're kind of talking. It's like that's your mom, right? It's like yeah, like she died like a long time ago, whatnot. Um, and And so she asks Mara again, it's like, why do you want to meet my dad? And she just stays silent. It's like, hmm. I like she just like, okay then. Like she just admits like, all right, Mara has some personal like issues and is just not gonna tell me what's going
I mean,
on.
she's a 14-year-old that's certified to be a firearms expert, potentially has a legal driver's license, and yeah, she sounds like she's got some issues. Fucking okay, Crow Country.
Yeah, Crow Country, you can get it
Crow
now.
Country, you
And
can
if
get
you
it
would like
now.
to, you could try a demo of it if you want to just see how the gameplay of it is.
There you
Which
go, Crow
I
Country.
recommend.
Wow, wow, that was a ride.
That was a ride.
That was a ride. That took some turns down in Georgia, and nothing was ever the same
The
again.
devil went down to Georgia and it was Mara for
Remember me? Huh? お前はもうだ死んでる。何 Bam! dude, dude, I can't fucking like. You've been talking about this game for like 40 minutes, and I'm just sitting here, like leaning into my chair, smoking weed. Like, this can't be real. This can't be what this game is about.
It really is.
That is. That is something. That is a video game. Crow Country. It's out now. You can go play it. I see that you are muted. So I don't know if you had more to talk about or if you just played Crow Country. So I will throw us a pause and we'll be right back.
Sorry, my dad. Like, this is the time where they've come back from dinner, so now
okay.
my dad's,
Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh my god, did you play what else did you play besides Crow Country?
I did get
that
to
you
try
feel
out,
like you want to talk about.
I did get as you. I've been playing more Destiny 2. Been doing some of the exotic missions, trying to complete the season pass, trying to like get through all of that before final shape. So I'm like, I guess ready to go and just.
I mean, I'm
See
ready to
what
go.
the hell's
I'm not worried that I don't have stuff to like get through it.
I'm just worried what the fuck is gonna happen in there. But you know what?
I'm sure it won't
Let's
make
try
any
it.
sense anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, it'll never make sense. I played. I decided to play like some Killing Floor, like the original Killing Floor, just because I was like, I'm hankering
Okay.
for like, because right now okay. We're gonna talk about this in a bit, but we've been seeing a lot of the Black Ops Zombies 6 stuff. We'll get to that in a bit. I'm just trying to know that a lot of my need to play like stuff like Killing Floor came out of that, and so I'm like, you know what, I need to go play like some wave.
I just wanted to be known. Just side note, I could have kept making that noise for like a really long time.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank
Just
you
so
for...
people are aware, I want them to feel threatened when they listen to this show. And just so you know, listeners, I could have done that for like 5 minutes straight. Just so you know, I'm gonna keep that in the back pocket. Put it in the chamber and hand the gun to the 14-year-old.
You've been warned.
You've been warned. Remember me? I fucking, I can't,
Remember me?
dude. I can't believe that's how that game went. Like, dude. If Crow Country was like more in the vein of like the survival horror I can play, I can't like vibe with the really old like aesthetic anymore. Like I can't. I need my modern take on it. I want it to feel good to play. I don't want to go back to these kind of controls and stuff in this aesthetic. Like, I appreciate it because I grew up with that, but I don't want more of it, right? But if you gave me Crow Country and it was like, felt more modern and wasn't going for that super retro vibe, I'd probably really enjoy it. I just don't want that in my survival horror anymore.
See, it controls it like, even though like it's not like fixed camera compared to the other games. Like you can move the camera around.
Yeah, I mean that's
like
fine.
that.
It's
Like,
just like the visual look of it bothers me.
yeah. The only thing I will also say in terms of like that game that is really good is that it also has a exploration mode, so like you don't have to deal with the combat whatsoever. You just deal with like solving the puzzles essentially.
That's
And that's
worse.
it. If like you don't feel like, if you feel like the combat's going to be an issue, or like you feel like um you want to like know the story, but like like combat's like not your thing and stuff like that. So I appreciate they at least added that for like to try to at least let people enjoy it the way they want to. But it even on like normal, like it's still like really easy.
All right. So Killing Floor.
Yeah, so I started out play more Killing Floor. I'm like, damn, that game was really fun. Um, really does feel dated in terms of now, but like
It's fucking old.
yeah, it's fucking old. But it's still like really fun. What's to say? I think the funny thing about that is that like I was trying to do, I'll try to do some of this stuff like solo with someone's on the other door. Sorry.
while he handles that, just, got some news coming up. Some news. After he's done talking about whatever else he's been playing, we got some news. Brief news. Not a lot happened. Not a lot. Um, I don't know how long he's gonna be, so I'm gonna pause. And we'll be right back again. All right. So you were playing a little Killing Floor, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to mention?
I guess try to be more of a Dead Island 2, just to kind of see
I
because
haven't
I
hopped
did
back
it.
in just because like Hades 2 and fucking Diablo 4
Not
took
worry
over my
about it.
fucking life. But
Do
I
not
really
worry.
do like Dead Island 2. I do plan to like get through the game. I do want to play more of it, and I do want to do more co-op. As in, I haven't done any with you yet, but it just hasn't lined up yet. Plus, I'm sure you're quite further in now.
Yeah, further in, because I was just trying to do with also with the different characters, just to kind of see like
Mm-hmm.
what like each character kind of has to them. And it's like, and I realized like the best ability in that game is block because while because the dodging's a bit iffy, like sure it looks like you dodged an attack, but sometimes I guess like the hitbox or something like that just is extended for longer, and so like you get clipped. Well, with block, it's like if as long as you block it like at the right time, and it's a little bit like at least like it has a good window, like it's not like that small.
Mm-hmm.
You basically stop any like oncoming attack. Can't even say words. Incoming attack. Um, and so it's yeah. I'm like I need like every time I finally unlock the ability to block because usually I either get just like dodge or something else beforehand, like switching to block. I'm immediately putting block on. It's
See,
stupid.
I feel like I've had the opposite of my much shorter time with it, but across both platforms I've put time into it on. I want the dodge every time. I
It's like,
want the
oh, block
dodge.
all the way. Block all the way. This is too good.
I don't fuck blocking. I don't gotta block. I just don't gotta be there. Fucking that's way easier.
uh,
The block seems to just get me killed. It's like, yeah, it buys me a little time, but like then I'm still just here in the same spot and I can't block forever. And I can't block really more than one at a time, really. So like when you're being swarmed, and then like the one an elite and a boss, I'm like fuck blocking. There's no point. They don't give a shit. That boss does not care in that hotel if you're blocking. Fuck your block.
Actually, the blocking is so good that like sure you can't like block like the impact, so you just jump, but a lot of like whenever they try to do like any other like attack, like swing at you, kick at you, you put that block, they're like, oh, what happened? Like, what'd you do?
I've not
And
found
so
it to
you
be
just
very effective. I've found it to
it's
just like
so
way
good.
more effective to just evade and then beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, no,
You know who I
I
don't have to waste time blocking? People that are dead.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, they're undead, so.
Well, now they're dead again. I
You
re-deaded them.
re-deaded them. You sure did. You sure
Okay.
did.
Anything else on
Um,
your list for the month as we might be heading into the news and the wrap up here?
yeah. Pretty much. Again, Killing Floor 2, just to
Mm-hmm.
like to try to again.
Yep.
Um, Helldivers 2, playing through what's essentially like a modded New Vegas
Mm.
experience, but it's more like it's called Tale of Two Wastelands. It's a mod that basically allows you to
Oh,
play
I'm
Fallout.
aware of Tale of Two Wastelands. I've heard of it.
Okay.
It's been around for a minute.
Yeah. Trying that out. I'm feeling kind of like I probably will still keep going through it, but I'm iffy on it because just because like the balancing of three was very specific, and so they had to like change a lot of it just so it fits with New Vegas. Like,
Yeah,
um,
you mean they had to make it better? Yeah.
no, it made it worse to be honest. But
Excuse you, New Vegas is infinitely better than 3.
the problem with the thing about is that like the combat with three, it never involved having to use multiple ammunitions. So like a lot of the times like you're having like these
Yeah,
weird
it
like
also categorized the guns in stupid ways.
yeah, big guns, small guns. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
know, I know.
dumb. That's fucking stupid. That's the
Um,
vaguest bullshit ever. I hate that.
it's not even that
I,
vague. It's not
bro,
even.
I fucking hate the small gun, big gun thing. It is the dumbest way you could do something like that I have ever seen. I have hated it since the moment I first played that game when it first came out, and I still hate it now. I just think it's really lazy and stupid and bad. Because it's just like, what's a small gun? Like,
For me,
what is the range here?
for me, when they say it's
Like, to
like a big
me,
gun,
a
like
small
minigun, it's
gun
like
is a pistol, a handgun. That's it. Maybe a sawed-off shotgun. I wouldn't call a regular shotgun small by any means. Shotguns are fucking huge, dude.
like when I see like the image of like the giant minigun, I'm like, oh, they're going for like it has to be like big.
Except that would be fine. That's not what it is, though. Like, yes, the minigun is a big gun, but it's not as cut and dry as pistol or big gun, right? Like, that's not what it is. It's way more convoluted than that. There are so many guns in that game where it's like, wait, this counts as a small and that counts as a heavy? That doesn't make any sense.
Like I think for heavies they've always been like launcher,
No,
flamer.
no,
Like it's
there's certain like there's guns in there that like you think are not heavy, but they are.
to look it up, but I don't remember any of them being so weirdly classified. Other than it's like,
I
all right,
fucking think it's a stupid way to do it. The game's dumb.
I'm not saying like it could have been done differently. I just didn't care for it because like it didn't bother me on my playthroughs personally because it's just like, oh, big small guns. I'm just using mostly small, so I don't care about big for the time being.
Yeah, this is, I
Um,
didn't like it. It was dumb.
but uh, but the thing is that like yeah, like the fact that like bobbleheads were also like an important thing, and like they had to add bobbleheads back in because they don't exist in the New Vegas like base game or anything like that. You have like the snow globes. You don't actually have bobbleheads, so they had to add them in and like kind of had to like try to balance them out. So like I guess they weren't too strong because like in Fallout 3, the bobbleheads just straight up give you like a flat like 10 skill points to that specific like thing. So like
10?
you yeah, flat out 10 to that. So
I
not
don't
the
remember
special,
it
not the
being 10.
special. So like it like for instance like for the bobblehead that you find, the first one you actually find is the medicine one, which is like literally in your dad's office. And if you pick it up, it's like you get like basically like 10 free points to medicine. And it's just like, all right, there you go. Like you don't it's almost like it almost like a head start in medicine in which you can kind of use
You know
in
what?
the
I don't
mission.
remember it being 10, but I'm gonna be honest. That's too good. That makes
Yeah.
those too important, which means now I feel way too compelled to fucking find where all this shit is. Because that's 10 free points. At the very least, I feel an enormous amount of stress to, like, I gotta get the fucking bobblehead for that. That's what I'm doing. That's 10 free points. That's fucking huge. I hate that. I think that's too important for a thing that's a pain in the ass to find.
To be honest, like they're more like nice collectibles that you can find because honestly, if you get um what is it called? I think it's called like educated thinker or something or comprehension, I forget. There's a skill in Fallout 3 which basically makes it so because you can find skill magazines in that game that
Yeah, I know how
actually
the
yeah, you
Fallout
remember the
works. I've played
yeah.
Fallout.
Well the thing is that in New Vegas they switched them out to be more like it gives you like 20 plus to a skill, but like it's a temporary buff. And this one
Yeah,
like it
that's
actually
better.
yeah, and this one it actually permanently gives you like the skill, like and it's like plus two, plus one. But if you do it like active thinker, it or like that reading comprehension one, you get two instead of one. And
Yeah, let me put it.
there's
Let-
25 skill books for each one around the Fallout 3 game that you're gonna find maybe like 10 or so normally. So like
mm-hmm.
that's 20 free points that you can get um
Or you could
throughout your
like, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. If not like making um like anything like that be a permanent chunky amount to stats like that is bad. Because, like, most people are gonna feel super fucking compelled once they realize what it is. And unless, like, let's be honest, Fallout 3 came out in a time where, like, bro, we needed to buy the guide to find all that shit, or know someone, or load your dial-up fucking guide over the course of 7 weeks to fucking find that shit. And at the same time, with all the fucking millions of hours I've put into, like, Fallout and shit, I'm gonna say something here. I'm gonna be like, look, if, that, skill thing, or, like, whether it's the bobblehead permanent, or, like, a magazine temporary thing is making or breaking your run anywhere, bro, you're just bad at the game. You're just bad at the game, then. If that's making or breaking it for you, you're bad at the game.
But it's normally not, like, making or breaking in the sense of, like, oh, this basically, like, causes me to, like, have to, like, I can't, like, I can't beat the game anymore. It's more like, it changes the way you normally have to play, so you have to kind of, like, switch around, like, certain things and whatnot. And, like, normally, like, with Fallout 3, like, already had, like, a very comfortable way of, like, going about things, especially knowing, like, where the skill points were and stuff like that. So, like, it was the sort of thing where it's just more like, like, having to switch that out doesn't have to be bad, but, like, a lot of the bobblehead stuff just kind of gives, like, not even, like, good stuff. Like, I think the agility, like, bobblehead, instead of giving you, like, 1 point to your special agility, which is how normally what they would do, you get, like, you run 3% faster. Fucking 3% faster running. Oh, you don't even notice the run difference. That's the, like, I get if they don't want to make them powerful, but, like, the fact that they're also negligible is, like, it's not even worth collecting them then. Like the whole point.
Bro, you're describing most collectibles in games.
Well, the problem
not
is
worth collecting.
No, but the whole thing about the bobbleheads is that they were, like, a good thing to collect. Like, you didn't have to force yourself to collect them, but if you did decide to look for them, like, they gave you, like, nice bonuses. Like, it was worth the effort to go and look for them. But in this one now, it just kind of feels like, all right, whatever. Like, I found one. Sure.
I don't know. All I know is I've fucking never once gone and back and played Fallout 3. I've played a lot of New Vegas. I don't even think I own Fallout 3 at this point. I own New Vegas.
Oh, you can own Fallout 3 on GOG for free if you have Amazon Prime.
I mean, I'm sure I could own Fallout 3. I don't care. If you ask me which of these two games would I like to play, the better one, New Vegas.
I'm always picking 3.
Really?
Yeah, I'm always picking 3.
Are you insane?
Yeah, it just that the
what
3 was just better.
No,
it was better in the sense of, like, the balancing just didn't feel like, because they
what
really,
are you talking about?
Because here's the thing: if you were just to take base Fallout 3 and base New Vegas, like, you get to level 20 on 3, and then for New Vegas it was 30. But the thing is that in New Vegas you only gain perks every other 2 levels, so you only get 15 perks in total. While in what's it called, in Fallout 3 you get, like, 20 perks. But they severely nerfed a lot of the perks in New Vegas. But also, the amount of skill points that you get in New Vegas is smaller compared to 3.
Yeah, I understand how numbers work, yeah.
Yeah, no. But, like, the thing is that, like, you could definitely get pretty strong in 3, where it feels like, hey, I actually, like the skills that you accrue.
Okay, all right. I see where you're going. I hear what you're saying. I'm just gonna stop you right here. I'm gonna stop you right here. Okay, ready? Sounds like a skill issue, buddy. Because I could boot up New Vegas right now, start the game, slap a character together, walk out of town straight into Caesar's camp and assassinate the dude level 1 and get my credits. Skill issue, boy. I don't need all those perks. They were just dead weight. Skill issue. if the lack of equivalent, if like not getting a perk every level is balance issue to you, that's a skill issue. That ain't a balance issue. That is
No,
a horrid skill issue, bro.
it's just
You
more
were
that the
making
power
it
fantasy was
sound
better
you were
in 3
making
than
it sound like you were weak in New Vegas, and that is not the case.
and normally, like, also, like, I think one of the things I really missed in 3 that wasn't in New Vegas was the weapon ones that you could create, like the nougat grenade, the railway rifle, the rocket launcher, like all those things were like gone. Like you because of they decided to remove those what's called custom weapons. And it sucked because a lot of them were like really fun to use.
Well, you know, we can't let God do all the work, Vaughn.
Yeah.
We can't let God do all the work, okay? You know what I remember about Fallout 3? That the categorization of small guns and big guns I thought was bad. And that tunnel snakes rule. That's fucking it. That is all I have of that game. And I played. Let me be clear. When Fallout 3 was like, it was Fallout 3 time, bro, all I was playing was Fallout 3. Day in and day out. I fucking loved it. That's all I have of that game. I've never gone back. From New Vegas, I remember like entire quest chains of New Vegas. I remember characters' entire arcs. I remember like specific side vault quests. I remember vividly every DLC of New Vegas because they were non-stop bangers all the fucking way. And I remember being like, wow, this is a way more interesting game. And yes, it is less perks. And blah, 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 blah. And I thought about that too when I played it. And you know what? Didn't matter. Didn't matter. The way the world interacts with itself, the story, the characters, everything in New Vegas is so vastly fucking superior that I've never gone back to 3. Like, I just, like, to each their own, but it is baffling to me that one would choose 3 over New Vegas. Like, I don't... I will go play 4 before I play 3 again. I don't really have a problem with 4, actually. I think 4 is okay. Is it as good as New Vegas? No, but it never will be again, because fucking Bethesda can't be Obsidian. They never will be. They were never that good. They're never going to be that good. I don't expect any Fallout to ever be New Vegas again. New Vegas is the high note of the franchise for all of time. It is like the fucking... in the sense that Cowboy Bebop is the greatest anime ever made, New Vegas is the greatest Fallout ever made. That's never going to be topped unless Obsidian makes another Fallout. Like, it can't be done. They fucking tried. It can't be done. It is the best Fallout. Just, there's no debate on this. And I don't hate Fallout 3. I'm sure if I played it, I could still have a really good time with it. I like what Fallout is.
I don't hate Fallout New Vegas either. I love it.
I'm just like, no. Oh my god, dude. Dude, no way. You're crazy. New Vegas is so good, though. No. Like, I feel like I can't remember anything about 3 as, like, a memorable moment, because it just, like, I'm sure there was, and then New Vegas came along, and I was like, oh, this is just better. In every way. Because at the end of the day, in a game like that, in what is still, you know, essentially a Bethesda, even with New Vegas, it is a Bethesda, right? It is that, even though Obsidian got to do their thing more or less, it is still a Bethesda, you know what I mean? Like, it's a Skyrim, it's a Fallout, it's Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, everything is Skyrim now. And for me, it's like, the perk limitations and stuff, like, in New Vegas, are not really an impactful thing for me to give a fuck about. What I care about in these games is, like, how interested am I in the setting? Are these quests memorable? Are the characters memorable? Do I feel I can replay this over and over and over with a lot of different approaches to things? And I actually feel like I get more replay value out of New Vegas because it limits you more on the perks. it's the same thing. It's actually one of my like personal gripes about like games when they just like, if you want to, you can just max out every stat, and I'm like, that's bad though. I don't want that. I want my build I've put together. And if that build has strengths and weaknesses that come up in certain quests and favor me here and don't favor me there, and like, oh, I actually can't get this ending to this side quest or main quest because I'm not very charismatic. Well, fuck, I guess I'll have to just make do. That's the game, right? Like, it's like, that's what I want. I don't want unlimited power. I want an experience. It's like, if I want power fantasy, I'm not going to go to a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls, as crazy as that sounds. My power fantasy, because I understand the power fantasy thing, because this is my power fantasy gamer moment. I'm going to boot up Devil May Cry 5 and I'm going to put it on easy and I'm going to feel real good about myself. Right? Like, I'm going to play God of War and play it on easy. I don't care. Go ahead, play it on hard. I don't care. I don't want a challenge here. I want to feel like the fucking God of War, right? I want to feel like I'm Dante, the coolest guy ever, right? I don't want the challenge there. I actually like the restrictions that New Vegas puts on you, and the world there, the characters, the soundtrack, all of it, everything else about what makes a Fallout game good to me is done so much better in New Vegas to me. So that, not that 3 did it badly, I just think that New Vegas does everything I like about these games better because they are not power fantasy games to me. They're role-playing games to me. I am playing a character, right? Like, it's like a D&D. Like, yes, I can still be very powerful and stuff, but, like, I am this. This is my thing. This is what I can do. These are my talents. I am not a bard, so I cannot do bard things. So when I'm in Bard Town, I have to figure out how to do things my way. And maybe the bards don't like that. That's just, to me, that's what that is. That's what I want. I really like that.
Yeah,
but like, I do understand like what it is. I do relate to the concept of you being like, New Vegas, I miss this thing that they had in 3. Because despite like these not being power fantasy games to me, nothing has ever hit in Elder Scrolls like the spell crafting system in Morrowind. That shit was the most insane. If you put time into that, you could just do anything. You could do anything. Like, creating your own spells was so much fun, and it took time. Like, you really had to get into that system, because it was fucking... It was a mess. It was a mess. But it had, like, near limitless potential. But it, like, I enjoyed that just because it was, like, a mess and kind of broken and crazy. But, like, I like that. For me, it's stuff where it's, like... One of my favorite moments in Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, is the DLC. Going to Solstheim and doing side quests where it's like, this guy's like, yeah, my grandfather disappeared, or my great-great-grandfather disappeared, like, blah, blah, blah. They say he went down in this cave, and as I'm going down in the cave, and the name of the cave is popping up, and then we're going, I know exactly where I need to go to find the grandfather's corpse, because I'm the person that left him there in Morrowind, in the DLC. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember your grandfather. Dude's a dick. That's why I left him here. Like, that shit, that's great for me. I love that. Fuck power fantasy. I want the callback to the other cool thing I did in the other game. If I want power fantasy, I'm gonna go boot up DMC5 and put it on easy with all my moves already unlocked at the start of the game and feel really good about myself. That's my power fantasy. So, I hear you. I'm just like, I can't relate. At least in this one. I can't. I'm just like, nah, New Vegas all the way. It'll never be that good again. They've been chasing the New Vegas high ever since, and they've never come close. Which is just crazy that they haven't just released a remaster of that fucking game. You know how much money Bethesda would make if they dropped a New Vegas remaster, just even in the Fallout 4 engine, which is the old engine now. Like, dude, a New Vegas remaster would make Bethesda probably the amount of money Skyrim's made in its lifetime. People fucking love New Vegas. We just talked about, like, 20-year-old games for like 40 minutes.
Yep.
Hey, welcome to the old folks show. Remember to do your taxes, and you'll get more conservative as you get older. That's not true. That's not true. Don't worry. That's a lie they tell you. Don't worry. You won't. You'll just get more insane. Nothing will change and get better, but you'll just be more unhinged. Okay. So, Beyond Your Tale of Two Wastelands. Great name, by the way, for that thing. Fantastic name. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, not much either than I talked about before. Like, oh, I did get through some more of a Final Fantasy remake though. Finally,
where are you at? Because I haven't even picked it back up yet.
Chapter 9.
Location, man. Come on.
Oh, I'm just okay.
Fucking think I remember what?
Gongaga.
Okay, I just hit Gongaga, and that's where I stopped, because it was like, it's a whole nother zone, and I'm like, yo, bro, I can't deal with this right now. You said that was a zone, and it became 2 zones instead of 1 zone, and then now this Gongaga is a whole other, I'm out. I couldn't.
When I saw that, it's like, oh wow, like Gongaga is not part of the Corel zone, like it's a whole different zone.
It's its own goddamn zone, dude. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Well, Corel is 2 fucking zones.
Yeah, it's north and south.
Because it's, but then and like each one is the size of the fucking first zone.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because the grasslands or whatever, which, by the way, to be clear for listeners, is fucking everything from Nibelheim to the Mithril Mines, the swamp, and everything in between. It's like the entirety of Disc 1. And then you go to the fucking Junon region, and it's actually really small, but it's dense. And then you get on the boat, and that ends up being, like, a whole thing on its own. And then you get to Costa del Sol, which usually a very brief moment, ends up being a whole kind of lengthy thing on its own, that then opens to the Coral region, and you're like, Jesus, fuck. Then you hit the mountain, you get over the mountain, and it's a fucking straight to the Golden Saucer after Barrett's home and being traumatized, and then it's another region. It's just the other side of Mount Coral, and it's the same. Both these regions are so massive. They're, like, each the size of the first region. You're at, like, 5 regions already, and then it's like, Gongaga is, instead of a little stick village, it's a whole fucking region. And I'm like, bro, you need to stop. I can't do more side quests, man. I can't take any more of Chadley. I can't stand this man Yes, Chadley, I understand how this type of side quest works, Chadley. I've been doing them for 90 hours. Please leave me alone. That's what made me stop. Like, I literally was just like, I want to do the side quests. They're fun. I don't want to hear Chadley explain to me the fucking mechanics of the side quest when I'm doing them, and it's like 90 hours into the game, and I'm on my 6th zone the size of Skyrim's entire map. And I'm like, bro, I understand how the quest works, man. I don't need you to tell me, okay? I really don't. I don't need you to interrupt me every single time I go to do a hunt. I understand, okay, Chadley? I understand that you're a fucking little dumb robot boy, and you're bad at understanding shit, but bro, as a human being, I'm telling you, I understood the lesson the first fucking time in the goddamn tutorial outside, the first fucking down, okay? Fucking leave me alone. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to finish that game, because, like, I cannot stand, unless I just completely ignore side quests and just do story. Because I'm just like, I can't stand the constant treating me like I haven't done this shit for 5 fucking zones now. Like, at some point, this is too much. You cannot make a game this big and then not give me an option somewhere in the settings to, bro, just chill. Let me just turn it off. Let me just turn them off. Unless it is, like, actual story moment, I don't want to fucking talk to him. I just want to do my quest, get my reward, level my characters, and wrap the things up I care about wrapping up, and then go into the story, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's like, it really, with each zone, it just got on my nerves more and more and more. It was just escalating. And I'm just like, it's just not gonna stop. The zones are just getting bigger, and the density is not dying down when they scale the size up. Which means they're dense as fucking hell. And I'm just like, bro, I need you to stop it. I can't even, like, get through one step of a 7-point fucking side quest now without Chadley interrupting me 7 times to explain how the side quest works. Like, I haven't done 500 of them already. And I'm just like, I can't. This is the most annoying fucking thing. It is like the modern day Navi. Except it's worse. It's worse in every way. Because Navi just yells, hey! And, like, maybe pulls the camera or lights up over there. Chadley is, like, actively forcing me in a pseudo cutscene, interrupting me. Like, dude, I can't. It's maybe, I think, the most stupid choice of a design in a game I've ever seen in my life, is that he literally is just gonna act like you've never done these the entire game. And I do not understand the justification for it. I fucking hate it. I think the only way I can finish that game when I attempt to pick it back up is I will have to ignore side quests going forward. And if God knows how much more the fucking game is left, right? Like, there can be 5 other fucking regions. And I'm just like, I just don't know why anyone thought that was a good idea. It is the most infuriating thing, and it, like, actively takes away enjoyment out of the game to me, to the point where I uninstalled the game. And it was crazy, because, like, in the remake, yeah, there's Chadley, but, like, he is locked to an area. I talk to him when I want to talk to him. I do not have to engage with him, because it is side stuff. And now, because they went big open world, which I like what they've done with it. Everything else is great. And I'm just like, bro, you just gotta, like, give me the option to turn him off. I don't want to talk to him. I don't need him to explain the quest. I understand the rules. Been doing it a while. And it's just so annoying. And then, like, when you're not doing side quests, he's a little bitch about it. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, fucking, you won't leave me alone if I do the side quests. And then if I don't do them because you're an annoying little shit eater, you also won't leave me alone. It's so annoying because the rest of the game is absolutely phenomenal, down to every detail. And that one thing is just so frustrating to me that it made me stop playing. And I have not even, like, thought about picking it back up yet. It's been like 2 months. Fair. And, like, when I was playing Remake, I couldn't put it down. Like, blitzed the fuck out of it. Was really excited to play this one. And, like, I was, like, blitzing through this game, too. Like, you were on, like, chapter 2, and I was, like, I'm chapter 9. It was 7, 8, whatever, and I'm just, like, and just, by then, I was just, when Gongaga was a whole region, and then immediately Chadley's trying to, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I don't care anymore. Let the world burn. Sephiroth wins. I don't care. Whatever. I just checked out. I was just so done. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to go back to it, honestly, now that I think about it. Like, I want to, because I want to see how it ends, but, like, god damn, is that the most annoying fucking thing they've ever made. I would pay money to not have to talk to Chadley. I'd pay, I think I'd pay, like, $100 to not have to talk to Chadley ever again. Like, literally, I would hand them an extra $100. I'm not even joking. It would be $100 well spent. Because it would make the game 1,000 times better. So I don't remember shit about that, but I also don't want to talk about it. Maybe when I get back into it someday, maybe we'll talk more about it.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I just like...
Yeah, you got there and you're like, oh, Gongaga is its own thing. Of course it is. Oh, there's Cisne. She's here. Deal with it. And it's like, okay. Alright, I'd be interested in why Cisne's here and how she's here and what's going on if Chadley would shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. Like, it feels like the moment she walked on screen, like, I could hear Chadley being like, that's Cisne. She used to... And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking slit my throat, dude. Like, I'm gonna take this Buster Sword, and I'm just gonna fucking slit my throat, dude. Fuck Chadley. All my homies... hate Chadley. Shall we do the news?
We can do the news.
Let's do the news. Put up the news. Black Ops 6, we're back. We're back. It's so back. It's so back. Would you think we weren't going to start with this? What else is there to talk about? Nothing good. Nothing good after this. I'll tell you that much right now. Well, two potentially, one definitely good, one potentially good depending on your taste. Everything else is bad.
Yep.
This is the highlight. So if you don't want to be depressed about the state of the games industry, you're probably going to want to tune out after we're done yutzing about Black Ops 6. Because, yeah, games industry.
Yep, games industry.
Black Ops 6, big BO1, 2, and a dash of 3 vibes. Mostly 1 and 2, down to the pose on the cover is the fucking Black Ops 2 pose. With the dual pistols. Sick. Definite zombies music in the initial teaser. I know you've said that there's people that say, like, yo, transit? I believe it, honestly. I believe that there's definitely something cooking, because, like, it's the fucking exact pose of Black Ops 2. It's really got the vibes of BO2, I think, more than anything else, where it's doing that, you think you know, but Black Ops 1 was all a ruse. This is the real story, right? And then Transit was BO2. Like, I'm here. I'm fucking here. This, to me, I think this is the most excited I've been about Call of Duty in a minute. And, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the fuck out of Cold War. Enjoyed the hell out of Black Ops 4 and 3. I think out of, like, the very first marketing push they've done, this is the hypest I've been since Black Ops 2, where I was like, oh, yeah, we're doing some dumb shit. Here we go. I can't wait. It's so good. The vibes are immaculate. It's very nostalgic right now.
Yeah, like from what I was seeing on the video, like the reason why they're saying like, oh, transit or something is because with that image, like that header, like that whole Black Ops 6 image, like they were seeing like apparently you can see an image of a map per se, and it like you can read it and it says like the Potomac River. And so the thing is that the near the Potomac River is what's called, I forgot what the falls were called. It was like Falls or something like that.
No, man.
I don't know. But anyway, the whole point is that like it's near like Chesapeake as well. Like this whole thing is near Chesapeake, and the thing is that transit takes place around that area as well. So they were like, look at this place, like the church looks very much like transit here, and so on. Like they're basically kind of just trying to point those things out. Whether transit will make a comeback or not, I have no idea, but like I can see what the guy's name is Raffle Waffles, what he was trying to like get at per se. But like I was like, oh, okay, I vibe with this. I can vibe with this.
Okay, so I'm looking at Charlie Intel on Twitter right now. Black Ops 6 editions, Standard Edition, Cross-Gen, Bundle Edition. So, interesting, this game will be cross-gen still. I'm gonna say this right now. If you want to be on the current gen by now. I'm gonna say this as somebody whose cousin was on the PS4 when I was on the new Xbox before I had a PS5, so I was on new gen. No, and he was on old Xbox and I was on the new Xbox, right? And just the digital little shitty version. And his load times were so bad to get into matches. And then the moment he got a new Xbox and upgraded to the cross-gen bundle, he was like, oh, it's night and day. And I was like, I told you. So, don't play this game from consoles that are like over a decade old now. Just play on the new thing. Just be on the new thing. You're not gonna have a good time, okay? You don't want to wait 7 minutes to load into the match while everyone else is already in there waiting on you. You don't want to be that person. Don't do it to yourself. This has been your public notice. So, beyond that, there's a Frank Woods operator pre-order bonus. Shout out to Frank Woods. Vault Edition, and this is why I'm bringing this up, includes game, bonus operators, black cell, weapon skins, Gobble Gum
Yep.
and Frank Wood's operator bonus. And the little screenshot here is showing some fucking zombie ass Cthulhu looking weapon skins. And I am fucking, dude, we are so back. We were so back. This is the Treyarch I remember. This is the Treyarch that made me be like, yo, Black Ops is lit, though. Fuck every other Call of Duty. I don't give a shit about that crap. But Black Ops fucks.
Yeah, no, I think I've gotten to the point where I think the only versions of Call of Duty I ever really want to I'll like probably put in the money and the time for are like the Black Ops ones. Like I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think I've
like
yeah, I
I
don't
enjoyed the Modern Warfare remaster for what it was, but like definitely preferred Black Ops. Zombies is a big deal to me, and then
yep.
Modern Warfare 2 I thought remaster was trash. I didn't even bother with the Modern Warfare 3. And the other team that like does like World War 2 and whatever the fuck else they did, every single one of those is a disappointment to me. And I'm just like, yo, Treyarch is just the team. They know what they're fucking doing. Even their low ones, which I guess people consider Cold War a weak point in 4. I disagree. I think Cold War and 4 are fucking great. I thought 3 was great. I think 2 and 1, 2 especially, is where I have the fondest memories. Because 2 is where they, like... 2 was the follow-up to 1 being where they were allowed to be like, yo, what if we did it Treyarch, though? And, like, they went weird, right? The zombies, the story, everything, right? And then 2 being the follow-up to that massive successful, because at the time, Black Ops 1 was the best-selling COD. And it was beaten by Black Ops 2. And then it was like, Treyarch, I think, has had statistically more, like, across the board, at least last time I checked. But that was pre the Modern Warfare remaster reboot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time of, like, Black Ops 3 or 4, out of the top 10, like, just in sheer numbers of, like, volume sold of CODs, Treyarch had, like, more than half the fucking spots. And they were they were number, like, 1, 2, and 3 at one point. And I was like, they know what they're fucking doing. And I feel like Black Ops 2 was really where they were, like, strongest, that and 3, because Black Ops 2 being that follow-up to 1 was where they were like, okay, people like it when we do the weird conspiracy shit and liked our weird zombies thing that we fleshed out more. Let's just do that again, but give it the gas. And I remember just, I would play, like, of course, you know, I was, like, a fucking teenager and didn't have a job and shit, and other problems that didn't exist, but I was playing like 18 hours of Black Ops 2 every fucking day I could. So I hope it's gonna land like that. I will say, granted, with this is like the most nothing anything yet, because it's just, you know, it's just like the initial announcement. Black Ops 6 global reveal. I forget the exact
It's June
date.
6th or something.
June 6th, June 9th at 10 a.m. Sunday. Yeah. It's the Xbox. The Black Ops 6 Direct follows the Xbox Showcase.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Very much so looking forward to this. Looking to see what they show off. I definitely feel like I'm gonna enjoy this one just off the tone that it's approaching its own marketing with alone. Again, big Black Ops 1 and 2 vibes. Just kind of doing that. And I was all about that, and I've wanted to get back to that for a long time. And I would love nothing more for this game to come out and me to be like, yo, it's just Black Ops 2, but new, and that's fine. So, really excited to see more of that next month.
We definitely will.
We've got 2 more good news points on here to talk about, and then it's all sad times. So, the Elden Ring DLC comes out, Shadow of the Erd Tree. I know people love the Elden Ring. I've watched the DLC. I like watching the Vati vids more than anything. And I'm just like, hey, this was like, you know, Elden Ring. And every time I watch it, I'm like, look, Elden Ring. It's the Souls. This is cool. And then I think about playing it again, and then I just don't.
Yep.
I just don't. It's just too big. It's too much. and the fact that like all this really cool DLC stuff, it's like you gotta beat Moog and Radon before you can do the DLC. And it's like, because I've watched people go through Elden Ring and I know stuff about it, I'm like, those those two aren't really connected at all. That's like, bro, you're like
No,
70% through the game for both of
no,
those. Like
for
you're in there. You're in there. Like it means you've basically gone through Kaled and the other place. Like it's not like it's not early. That's for sure. Like it is. You are sinking some time into Elden Ring. I'm sure like somebody can blitz it and shit, but it's just like it ain't like just go there and do the DLC. Like
yeah.
there is some shit you gotta get through
I mean,
to like be able to
to,
access that.
to be fair, the DLC for Dark Souls 1 you couldn't get to until
Okay,
you
okay.
went through.
Counterpoint. To be fair, Dark Souls 1 is not a fucking game where the first zone is like 900 hours long with a bunch of repetitive dungeons that all seem the same and the same enemy type 7 million times, and a game so vast that in half of one zone I've picked up like 70 fucking items I can't use for the type of build I'm trying to do. Right? Like, it's not really equivalent because of the scale, even though, like, your point is equivalent, but because of the scale, I feel like it's, it's kind of just, it
Moot.
falls out. It's moot, yeah. It's because it's like, if there was the same scale, 100% agree with you. 100% with you. But because it's not even close to the same scale, and my problem with Elden Ring is the scale. It's my only problem with it. It's the scale. It's too goddamn big. It's there with how these games work. I'm just like, dude, there is so many things in here, and it's like, I'm watching the Beard Bros do their Super Elden Ring playthrough where they're like doing a Mario thing, and so they have like a very strict set of things they're allowed to use, and it's funny
Mhm.
because like they've made the joke of like, ah, look, another item we can't use, and I'm like, they're making this joke like that's not how a normal Elden Ring playthrough goes, because that's exactly how it goes. It's just like the game is so big that you are going to 90% of what you find is worthless to you, regardless of the build you have, regardless of class, because like the game's too fucking big. And like I appreciate what they're trying to do with it, and I feel like the fact that like before I even left Limgrave, I had like felt like I'd done the same goddamn cave and dungeon 40 times for no value at all already. And I hadn't even left Limgrave, right? And I'm just
Mhm.
like, and then like, you know, you get to Kaled and then Liurnia, and I never saw anything beyond that. But then there's the whole underground area, which has another underground area, which is like the size of the whole fucking map. And I'm just like, bro, you need to stop. There's like 70 caves every 2 feet. This isn't fun. This is just bloated for the sake of bloated, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how I felt pretty much for the game.
and I just, it ruins the experience so much for me that I'm just like, I don't want to play this. So I've never been able to really sink my teeth into the game.
Yeah, when I saw for Shadow of the Erd Tree, like, oh, it's a DLC, like everyone, I'm like, nah, I'll just wait. I guess if I even want to go back to it, that game really was just way too bloated. That like after a while, I just kind of like I did finish it, but I don't even want to go for like a second playthrough anymore. Like after beating it, I was just like, all right, I'm good. So like the DLC didn't like even with like some of the aspects being like, oh, like this looks like some pretty cool like lore story stuff. I'm just like, nah, I just don't want to
I'll
do it.
just watch the Vadi vid, man.
Yeah. I'll just watch. Oh yeah, I'll just watch the body vid. That's it. I'll just watch the lore vid.
If
I
anything,
don't
I'll
want
know
to
the
do
story better and quicker.
it.
Just watch the Vadi vid, man. Ever. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I know.
Shadow of the Erd Tree comes out.
Shadow of the Erd
Also,
Tree.
like, just to put it in context, Miyazaki clearly does not understand, like, the scope of things. Because when Elden Ring was coming out, I don't know if you remember this, in an interview, he is quoted with saying, it'll probably take the average player 30 to 40 hours to hit credits. Bro, 70 hours in, I haven't left Limgrave. What the fuck are you smoking? So, would you like to know what he said about the DLC size?
About the same.
It's about the size of Limgrave. Bullshit. This from the man that thinks it takes 30 to 40 hours for the average player to get to credits in Elden Ring. And apparently he has like a history of just not understanding how long people get through, how many hours people actually take to get through games. Like, it was a problem in Blood, like, not a problem, but like, he always says stuff like this, and then like, people like, no, it's way shorter, or way longer, right? It's never even close to what he said. And Elden Ring's the most noticeable one, because it's like 30 to 40 hours, bro. That's like, maybe Limgrave. Maybe. And by maybe, I mean, it's maybe Limgrave if you just beeline to Stormvale, beat the boss, and leave Limgrave. Right? Like...
You do like 1 or 2 side quests in Limgrave.
Right? If that, even, right? Like, good luck with that. Like, that DLC is gonna be huge. That DLC is gonna be, like, another 100 hours, I guarantee you. And I'm just like, bro, I don't. I gotta be honest, like, thinking about that, and then thinking about, like, the FF7 Rebirth and how big the game is, and I'm just like, yo, I don't like this. This is why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed, and I'm like, yo, bloated and bloated in terms of scale and density is not good game design. Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Is the correct choice, and will be, and has been, and shall remain. If you do the opposite, you're making the wrong choice every fucking time. So, really hoping, honestly, for more quality in the future from things.
Don't hold your breath.
Also, where's Bloodborne 2?
And, well, we're getting a state of play tomorrow, so...
It's not gonna be anything. Shut up. I mean, look, here's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna put this out into the ether, into the universe. Sony, you want a grand slam? You want to, like, win over everyone in a way that it would be so strongly that it would make a lot of people forget about the shitty shit you do? Not us. But I would still appreciate it if you did this, and it would definitely be, like, really good publicity, and, more importantly for you, Sony, a fuck ton of money. You just quietly been working on it, and then one day, at a state of play or whatever, you know, nothing's happening, just really do it on a tame state of play, where there's like, oh my god, this is so boring, there's nothing. And then right at the end, you're just like, oh yeah, one more thing. And then it just, ba-ba, trailer, and it is Bloodborne Remastered for PS5 and PC, launched at the same time, coming out that day, and then at the end of that trailer, you run a tiny little teaser trailer in the words, Bloodborne 2 now in development. You'll make the most money any console's ever made. Instantly. You would make the Switch look like nothing. Instantly. Why you haven't done that when you definitely have the resources to do it? Don't know. Don't know. Really weird, actually. The amount of demand there is for anything more Bloodborne is so... It's never died down. That's what's the craziest part. Like, the Bloodborne demand has not died down at all. If anything, the hunger for more Bloodborne has only gone up over the last 10 years. Like, it's been a decade, and no one who wanted Bloodborne Remaster or Bloodborne 2 has stopped wanting those things. More people want them. And it's like, guys, you are just leaving money on the table. Just make the goddamn game. It's crazy that there is not more Bloodborne. I live in a world where you're churning out 2 new Assassin's Creed in 1 year, 6 months apart. And I can't get a fucking Bloodborne sequel a decade later?
Nope.
It sold the console. That's why the PS4 sold so well. 'Cause Bloodborne. When's an Assassin's Creed ever sold a console? Fucking never. That's when. Nobody cares about that shit. And the only other good news I have is that Acolyte Star Wars comes out in June. I'm super excited.
Yeah, let's go.
It looks really good. It looks really good. It looks very cool. I'm super excited for that. And with that, that ends the good segment of the news. We now go into the sad segment. So if you don't want to tune in for that, thanks for listening. This has been only in early access. We had a great show.
There's one good thing else that's happening.
Go ahead.
The Kingdom Hearts games are actually.
Who cares? No.
So I care.
Who cares? They've been on PC for years. You just don't want to deal with the Epic Games Store, which I understand, but don't act like it's like a huge deal. They've been on PC for years. That franchise sucks anyway. You want to know what it's about? Friendship. It's about friendship, okay? The secret is friendship. You're gonna beat them with the power of friendship. That's how every single one of them ends. Friendship saves the day all the time. Every plot is the same. There you go. I saved you like a couple $100 and a couple 100 hours of pointless gameplay. You're welcome. Fucking stupid ass franchise. Idiot. Stupid. Fucking dumb.
You know what you need? You need friends.
You know what I don't need? Kingdom Hearts. Okay, now on to the sad segment of the news. Alright, are you ready? Hey Vaughn, what's the word of the day? Is it acquisitions? Yes, Vaughn, it is. IGN just bought all the other game journalist sites, basically.
Yep.
Get fucked! Everything's a 9 out of 10 now if it's Call of Duty or Ubisoft. All your indie games? Trash, don't buy them. Playing a game before we review it? Nah!
Ooh. Yeah, no, when I heard about that, I was like, ooh,
that is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, this is the most painful of all the acquisitions. This hurts more than any of the video game company acquisitions. It does. It actually does. Because video game shitty studio billionaire acquiring other cool studio and fucking them over, that's been happening since studios existed in every entertainment form ever, okay? That's not new. We just didn't really notice it as much because the internet didn't exist. And it's been happening ever since the internet existed, and it was clearly never going to change. This feels worse to me by a lot. I saw this and I was just like, oh, okay. Oh,
okay.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, so, it's like, dude, it's like rock, paper, shotgun. It's like everybody, nearly. It is like some big names that we have been going to for years because IGN is like goob. And now it's all IGN, and I'm like, yo, that sucks though. Like, bro, that's the worst. That's literally the worst ever. That's like the saddest acquisition yet. The ongoing in-game IRL event of Survive 2024 video game industry continues to be a doozy. And we still have 6 more months.
The layoffs.
We still have 6 more months. I can't wait for the layoffs from IGN. Oh, what's that? What's that? They've already happened? Of course they have. Yeah, they already happened. They already laid off, like, a bunch of people. I don't even know the number, because I don't think we don't have all the data, because they acquired, like, 20 fucking video game journalist sites. How? I don't know, but they did. Didn't even hear this was happening, and then it was just announced, IGN owns everybody, and we laid off a bunch of people to, like, better manage, blah, 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 priority, yeah, okay. There's apparently, and we talked about this, there's going to be an Xbox Games Showcase. For what?
Yeah.
The announcement of shutting down Ninja Theory?
Yep.
Yeah, this was gonna happen. Also, apparently, Senua 2, Hellblade 2 is, like, bad. Apparently, it's, like, the Order 1866 levels of short, which isn't a problem, except it's $70. And apparently the combat is worse, and its depictions of, like, mental illness are worse and done with less taste. And I'm like, so everything that made the first game an unbelievable gem is gone. And the first game was $40, and this one is $70. Got you. Okay, so Ninja Theory is about to be closed down in about 2 weeks. Got you. Understood. I told you this was the sad news segment. Y'all were warned. Y'all thought I was making a meme. I wasn't. Bitch, I have depression and like semi-suicidal thoughts. I ain't fucking around out here, okay?
Yeah, they removed Tango. They removed Arcane Austin. They removed.
So Ninja Theory's next, 100%. Yep. And then Obsidian's after, because there's no fucking way Avowed, as good as it looks to me, is going to do Skyrim gangbusters numbers, because it's not Bethesda. It doesn't have the name brand, and when it doesn't do this stupid arbitrary goal that Microsoft is definitely going to be looking at, because they own Bethesda now, Obsidian's probably next. I like, genuinely believe Ninja Theory is going to be closed before the year's out. I don't remember if Avowed is supposed to come out this year. If it does and doesn't do crazy gangbusters, I'm pretty sure they're going to close Obsidian after that.
Oh, yeah.
I think Obsidian can survive that. That's actually happened to them, I think, twice, technically, already. Obsidian's a weird studio. They've been weirdly resilient despite being fucked over by bigger, more powerful companies twice before. Whether they survive this one, I don't know. I would imagine they might reform under a new name or something, but, like, I don't know. Though that squad seems to be pretty resilient somehow. Ninja Theory's fucked. They're gone forever in about 2 weeks. There's no fucking way. With Hellblade 2 receiving such a bad review, and honestly, I haven't played it, but I loved Hellblade 1, but everything I've heard and looked at about Hellblade 2, I was like, wow, it's like, you can't charge 70 for this, guys. You just can't. It's dead. It's dead in the water instantly. Yeah, AC finally does Japan. Racists lose their mind, and the game will fail because it cannot possibly meet any expectations set by every other recent Samurai Ninja game. Mm-hmm. The common one being, congratulations. You were the people who were, like, in position to do a cool Samurai Ninja era game before anyone, and you just wouldn't do it because, and I quote, nothing interesting happened in feudal or medieval Japan ever, or Asia at all in those times. Nothing ever, historically. And 2, the buildings aren't tall enough for the stealth mechanics. So now you have AC Shadows coming out 6 months after Mirage came out, which I've heard nothing about since it came out, by the way. So I don't think it's good. And one character's an assassin and one's just gonna fight with his sword. And it's like, okay, congratulations, you will be compared to Ghost of Tsushima every fucking step of the way. And you will not meet that standard. There's no Ubisoft combat standing up to that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Never once have I played a Ubisoft game and thought the combat was incredible and felt good. Never. In my life. Has anyone ever said that about a Ubisoft game? I assure you. Ever. I've never even said the shooting feels good in any of them. Like, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. There is no way this game gets received well now. It's like, you could have just done this, like, 20 years ago when Assassin's Creed was, like, the hottest shit on the market. And it was the hottest for, like, 7 years in a row. And you just didn't do it. And now you're doing it now when it couldn't be more dead in the water as a franchise. Nor could Far Cry. There's certainly no Beyond Good and Evil 2 coming. You just released your shitty, not good pirate game after 10 years of never having anything because the country of Singapore was about to sue you. Bruh. What is happening to this industry?
Ubisoft was just several times. Oh, did you? I'm not sure if you were to hear, but they announced for Rainbow Six Siege. They announced a membership subscription. They're like, okay, if you
I
decide
don't want to hear
to,
anymore. I don't want to hear anymore about
okay,
this.
okay,
Fuck that. That's
fine.
stupid.
Just,
That's
just,
dumb. That's
just know
dumb.
that that's a thing.
That's yep. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Beyond that, as usual, Jeff Keighley's mandatory fun summer camp has been announced. That's what I'm calling it
Yeah.
this year. And Ari, a little sprinkle of hope in the darkness, but not enough to really make you feel better. Because we don't offer that here at the end of the show. RE9 rumors began surfacing far more frequently in the last month. Nobody's able to really lock down anything concrete.
Actually, I actually have an update
I
on
have
for news.
I have heard the word open world an awful lot, and I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe
The
it when I see it.
the news I have specifically on that one, more or less, is because the guy or person who normally leaks about that sort of things and is
Mm-hmm.
normally right because like they almost have like insider info, quote unquote.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
they're kind of, look. You get those people who it's kind of like how early Charlie Intel was, where it was straight up Charlie Intel started as just like the leaks and rumors, but they were just like right most of the time
yeah,
instead of not right. So then of now, Charlie Intel is like the Call of Duty news reporter because
yeah,
they clearly had an inside source in the fucking industry because they were just way too accurate all the time. To the point where
yeah,
they are now like the Call of Duty actual professional reporter, and it's not really leaks, even though it still is. But they are like they are like partnered with Call of Duty now in a way. Like, so yeah, I know
yeah.
what you mean. You do have those people who it's like grain of salt because it is rumors and conjecture. But some people have earned a level of trust where it's like you're usually you know what you're talking about to most of the time. So
Yeah.
I'm just not up to date with who's who in all the different fucking franchises. I'm too busy trying not to fall apart when the world falls apart around me.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And so the update on that one specifically is that this dude, for at least the RE version of Archelli Intel, is like, yeah, no, the whole Resident Evil 9 thing is not
Mm-hmm.
true right now. Like, it's not even coming out next year. Um, the no one is making a Resident Evil 1 remake. Um,
I
what
feel like we know that the next remake is 5 or Code Veronica. Has to
So
be.
that's the thing. So what they said is 5 is not in development. What is in development is
Something is. They're cooking
it. No,
something.
I'm trying to explain. I'm trying. Let me explain. I'll let you know. So what is in development is 2 games.
Well,
RE
yeah, because there's
Veronica,
2 studios.
Code
There's
Veronica,
2. That what?
and RE Code Veronica
Okay.
and
Yeah.
RE
So
Zero.
2 remasters.
Yeah, so they're remaking Zero and they're remaking Veronica.
Dude. I don't remember what the fuck 0 is.
Zero is the one with Billy and Rebecca. Billy, Billy.
I don't remember that at all, bro.
Yeah, it's if you look it up, you're gonna just remember that leech dude that sings. I forgot
No,
what
I
his
don't.
name was. Yeah, Spencer. There we go. Spencer.
Veronica.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
not Spencer.
Veronica,
Yeah, someone.
Veronica and 0.
Yes, those are the ones that are actually being um in development right now for remix. Those are the 2.
Remind me, where does Veronica and 0 take place on the timeline?
Okay, so
Is
Zero takes
0
place.
before 1, or is it
Yes,
not? Okay, so
right.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, Veronica.
No. 0, 1, 2, 3, Veronica, 4.
Who do you play as in Veronica? I don't remember.
You
Is that
play you play as Claire Redfield with I guess you can I don't remember if you actually even get to play a
well
bit of
with a
the
remake? We won't know, but it's a Claire game then.
so it's Claire and Chris. You play as the Redfield siblings.
This would mark the first time since the soft reboot we've played as Chris as like a core thing of the game
Yes, it would be.
because the RE1 remaster does not count. because the soft reboot is counted as the RE engine reboots, right? Like, even though the RE1 is a remaster. So you have the RE2, Claire Leon, RE3, Jill and Hero Boy, Carlos, there we go. Then you have RE7, even though they came out not in that order, you know what I mean. So Ethan
Seven did have 7. You did get to play as.
Sorry, I guess 7 is the start of the soft reboot. Yeah, 7 is. So it's 7, 2, 8, 3, and we're on 4 now. Am I right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean. What I meant was like, if it's a Claire Chris game, right, in the way that 2 is a Claire Leon game, we haven't gotten to play as Chris as like a character, really, in the sense that it's like you're playing as him for like a good part of the game. You've had like a taste of Chris in 8, right?
Yeah.
And the DLC in 7. He hasn't really gotten to step into the light at all in the soft reboot. At all. Like, he's barely been there. Hell, he's on the cover of 8 and he's in the game. You play as him for like an hour tops. And he's not even, like, in the DLC, really, at all. It's all about Rose, right? So it's like, we haven't done Chris in the soft reboot, really, yet. We've gotten, like, a taste of that here and there. I'm always happy to see more Claire. I fucking love Claire. She's great. That's just me being gay. She's so pretty.
Yeah.
I hope she stabs me.
We'll get to see, what's his name? Fuck. I keep forgetting.
And then, yeah, so, wow. So,
we're gonna,
Code Veronica is probably first, then.
I would say that maybe that would be the first
I feel like Code Veronica comes out before 0. Which means RE9 is a while, then. RE9 is like, oh, okay, yeah. He had to mute for a second, so I'll just ramble. RE9 is, God, if we're not getting RE9 this year or next year, RE2 games in development, I suppose it depends. If Veronica or 0 comes out this year, RE9 potentially 2026 then? I don't know. No way. There's no way they can get an RE9 out in 2 years after that. I don't actually know when we're going to see RE9. Dude, is it going to hit like 2030 before we get to RE9? That's crazy. Huh. Interesting. We do a little pause here until they're back. Okay. So I was just kind of rambling myself. Was like, I'm wondering then, like, so we know 2 are in development. Was there any information about, like, even the vaguest potential, like, are we getting any trailers this year of anything? Is there going to be any, like, official announcements of anything this year? Because, I mean, we still have, like, half the fucking year left. They could easily, like, not say anything and then just in November be like, Capcom Showcase, right? Out of nowhere, right? They've done it before.
Yeah. They didn't really say anything on that, just other than, like, RE0 and
Veronica. Interesting.
are in development. 9 isn't in development right now. It's like it's not coming out. Like, it's not the next.
I mean, if nothing is officially announced this year and nothing's announced until next year, there's no way you're getting both in the same year. You're getting one, and then you're probably waiting at least a year, maybe 2. Yeah, this is looking like you're probably not getting RE9 until 2030.
Yeah, and
RE9's going to be a PS6 launch title. There's my crazy prediction for the show.
I don't mind waiting on RE9.
I don't mind either. I've reinstalled RE4 remaster. I need to finish it, and I do want to pick up the DLC. I have enjoyed them. Like I said, Alan Wake 2 really reignited my love of, like, this genre, but, like, I'm still, like, very much a stickler for it. Like, very picky about it. So, yeah, that's kind of all I got for the news. That's the news.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, the whole Tango thing as well fucking sucks.
Yep, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? Yeah. Did that happen this month? I thought that was last month.
It happened this month. I know.
It was
felt
it,
like
dude?
Yeah.
Dude, that's how bad it is that it's just, like, I can't keep track of which tragic studio got shut down in which month anymore. Yeah. Did you know that this year Xbox has closed more studios than they've shipped games? by like
Oh my
6 times the amount.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, they've shipped like 3 games the whole fucking year.
Oh, there's also been like leaks, I
Hey,
guess.
but they're trying to talk about the new next coming Xbox going to be the greatest console ever, though.
So good, yeah. Sure. Um,
I'm
there were
I'm never getting that new Fable. It's never happening.
nope,
There's no way.
never,
Gears of War is gone forever. I'm never getting any of this.
nope. Leaks of like the next Black Ops 6 apparently might be coming onto Game Pass.
I believe it is. It will be standard edition only, according to Charlie Intel, because per the 10-year agreement COD has with Sony that still stands, Microsoft is not allowed to like offer any crazy level of exclusivity.
Gotcha.
So it will be Game Pass day one, apparently. Standard edition only. You're not going to be able
Gotcha.
to do any of their special editions on Game Pass, is how it works until that deal changes.
Gotcha.
Just tangentially, I was listening to Castle Super Beast the other day, and Pat on that kind of pointed out something that I didn't realize about like what's going on with like Microsoft Xbox and like with the because they're clearly like they spent all this fucking money to acquire Activision Blizzard, right? And
Yeah.
like we all know Call of Duty is a moneymaker forever. It always will be. Always will be. Even when it's bad, it makes fucking money. It just prints money. It is one of those.
Yeah.
It is like the Walmart of video games, right? Like, so that's there. And we're looking at, like, what is Blizzard Activision as a company? It's Call of Duty, Diablo, and Overwatch, kind of, and World of Warcraft. But really, it's Call of Duty, right? Like, it's...
Yeah.
And we're looking at Xbox, and he's like, if you look at the amount of things Xbox owns and is closed, and how much money they've been losing over the years, and how bad the management has been, and all the history of, like, problems they have, and how they are, like, saying they're gonna stay in the console game, but, like, you're putting your games on other platforms, it's weird, there's a lot of, like, signs that say, are you, like, gonna stay in the console race? And Pat pointed out there is a potential future where Activision Blizzard being bought by Xbox, Microsoft, ends up reverting as like an entity to just Activision Blizzard again. Because Xbox won't have any other goddamn studios. And so it'll just be Activision Blizzard like it was prior to Xbox, because Xbox will have, like, no power in the control at that point. Like, there is a future where, like, even though Activision Blizzard got bought out or agreed to that deal, they end up in the position of power over Xbox, because Xbox doesn't have any fucking studios, because they keep closing them all. At which point, Xbox just becomes what Activision Blizzard was before Xbox bought them. It's the craziest.
Data kicker.
Yo, remember when, like, Xbox was, like, the console?
It was.
It was, for a time. There was a time. It was very brief. It wasn't even that console's whole lifespan. It was about half at best. But there was a time. Meanwhile, Nintendo announces the Nintendo Switch 2 will be happening. We already knew this. It'll be the Nintendo Switch again. And I'm just like, okay, the thing I didn't care about before. You mean by better, is it going to run its games better? Is it going to be worth playing in handheld mode at all? No? Okay. It's the dumbest console ever. I don't understand why everyone loves it. Then again, I don't get the Steam Deck either. Handheld shit like that, I'm just like, why? That is not... I don't want to lay in bed and sit here and hold this up. That's uncomfortable. I want to sit in my nice chair and look at a good quality monitor and play my game and relax. When I'm in bed, I want to fucking sleep. Okay? Like, no, I don't want to portably play this game. Ever. Like, ever in my life. I'm not the market for it. I look at that and I'm like, why? And the fact that, like, to this day, Switch games just run better when it's docked defeats the entire purpose of the console. The fact that you had to buy an attachment to Ethernet it up, too, just drove me nuts, honestly. Nintendo
Yeah.
continuing to not understand the internet. And with that, what you want to promote? Got anything on that wish list? What you got?
Oh, I actually added a few things on the wish list.
Hit me with one.
Yep, I will hit you with one. Let's see. Which
Pitch
one
the
do I
wish
want to
list.
promote?
Because I know what I'm pitching.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to pitch.
Oh, FYI, just because I remember this, Dredge is currently free for PS Plus owners. Is part of the catalog. Pick it up. It's fucking phenomenal.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So is Dave the Diver, by the way. If you wanted to get into that, both are on PS Plus right now.
Well, alright then. I think the one I want to promote is Dread Delusion. This one
Okay.
looks kind of interesting.
Dread Delusion.
Already out. Like it's like already like
Okay.
1.0 because it was I think in early access, but essentially it has
Yeah,
that, you know,
I'm looking at a
it's,
video of it right now.
yeah. They you know, they had to use the word sort of Skyrim like because so that way like people can be like, "Oh, I know what you mean," sort of thing. But
Okay.
like yeah, like the combat, like you have the first person, you use magic, you can wield weapons, but like part of it's like it
It's giving me
feels
like Morrowind vibes.
yeah. And
Definitely because
so
of like the way it looks.
yeah, and so essentially like yeah, like you even get to fly a ship and I
Yeah,
fly.
I'm seeing that. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
see it in the video. Wow. It's fairly impressive.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna pick that up like at some point and want to try it out.
I
'Cause I'm like, you
actually
know what?
like, I don't mind the way this looks. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic choice of it. That's why I'm like,
It's got, there's a
willing.
charm to the art style here that's probably pulling more weight than people give it credit for. I'm very like picky on like a retro look, and I think it's just because like what is retro now is like God. I mean, it's funny because what I call retro is like archaic and ancient, forgotten lore to people now, and what they call retro is the shit I grew up with, right? So it's
Yeah,
like I'm very like there's certain things where I'm like, no, I don't want that again. I had like a decade and a half of it. I'm good. Right? Like certain things don't need to come back. Certain things need to be left alone. Certain things were bad, and we've moved on from those things. Certain things were good, and they do need to come back, and they never will most of the time.
yeah,
But this has got some vibes. It's doing stuff. Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
I'm gonna
So
put
yeah,
that on the wish list. That looks pretty neat.
I definitely am gonna try to give it a look at hopefully at some point soon, and we'll update you on that
Okay,
if I do.
so here's what I'm gonna pitch. It's a Souls-like, and it is called Enochia, The Last Saw. And it is a Souls-like set in a beautiful sunlit world inspired by Italian folklore. It's single player, which is usually which it still is. And by the way, for me personally, with no co-op or PvP in a Souls-like is a point against it because I consider the jolly cooperation and the crazy fight arenas we create a core part of the experience. But I know not everybody stands on that, but it is just a point against it typically for me. It still is here even in this one. I would say a point for it if it added that later on. But sound design wise, phenomenal. Music, incredible. It is the most lush, vibrant, goddamn pretty as fuck Souls game you will ever play. It is gorgeous. It's like a fucking like Renaissance painting, man. It is bright. It is vibrant. It's a lot of yellows and oranges and reds. Like, you know, the opposite of Souls. Really, right? Like, and it really kind of just sets a different tone. Because there's definitely some fucked up shit going on. When I arrived in the town in the demo, there were people joyously proclaiming their love for the land and jumping off a cliff.
I don't know. That seems like normal behavior.
Yeah, right? It's quite interesting in that there are no classes that you pick at the start. You are nothing. You are a puppet. And you get masks, and you put the mask on, and now you are a class.
Okay.
You can, you know how in later DMCs you can just switch to the weapon?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You have loadouts in this game. 3. Each loadout you can put a different mask in, 2 different weapons if you like, different charms, different perks to the mask, different everything, and in like combat, you press down on the D-pad and you go to your next loadout. So you can have your archer loadout, your ultra greatsword loadout, and then your magic loadout, and switch as needed just on the fly. You get 3 classes at a time, basically.
Okay. Okay.
There are apparently hundreds of masks.
Ah.
Hundreds.
Okay.
It's got the range of weapons that you want to see. In the demo, there is a demo on PlayStation and PC. I've played on PlayStation. Can't speak for the PC demo. I believe Vati played the PC demo. That's how I found out about this. And he said, other than some frame rate issues, nothing to complain about. And he says the devs are like super open, they're super confident in their product, and they are just straight up telling people, yeah, rip it to fucking pieces. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us what you do like. They're very confident in their product, and I think rightfully so. And I'm saying this as somebody who, like, not having co-op or PvP is a big contender against it for me. But, like, this game is carrying itself on so many things. It's doing well. It feels good to play. It's Bloodborne dashy speed, but you also get a roll. The status effects are where it also gets really interesting. So, nearly, I think like half the status effects are like clearly just like, here's your poison, blah, 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 blah. Then there is like 1 to 2 or 3, I can't remember, status effects that they're not exactly debuffs. They are a different state of existence, basically. Like,
Okay.
you're losing something, but you're gaining something. It's
Okay.
both. Like, you're like, there is an effect about like, I think it's like called dizziness, and it has to do with if you're drunk on wine. Because, you know, it takes place in Italy. And, like, it makes you, like, more susceptible to damage, but you also hit harder the dizzier you are. Because you're drunk with rage or passion or whatever, right? So, like, there's your, bad status effects, and then there's status effects that, like, from what I can tell from just my time in the demo, it could easily go into, no, there's whole builds about being like, nah, fuck that, I want the effect. It's interesting. There is also a fucking, like, passive skill tree that you pour points into of inspiration that are just, like, more passive. So every mask has, like, 6 slots under it. You start with, like, a handful open. These are all passive. I thought it was, like, a passive skill tree. They're actually, like, perks. And you just unlock them as you play through the game. And you can, and every mask so far I've seen has 6 perk slots, and you just put 6 on it. Just put 6 on it. And it is everything from your dodge is, like, better, has more iframes, to you heal off hitting people, to you're more immune to this type of thing, but more vulnerable to that, to your, and you also have power attacks, by the way, like super moves. As you hit and also get hit, you fill up your meter, and then you get to bust your super moves out and burn your meter. And I forget what they're called. I think it's called, like, ardor moves or something. And there's, like, traits you can buy to equip to the various masks that's like, your special super moves take longer to charge up but do more damage, or charge up quicker but do less damage. Your special move in slot 1, when you use it, ignites your weapon on fire. And more and more and more, and it branches out and out and out and out. It's like a massive, like, spear grid of perks to unlock that you can equip on every fucking mask in the game, and equip any of them on any mask with no restriction. So you can have the same 6 on all 3 of your loadouts, or you can have totally different ones. Then there's also attunements for the mask, which is just like a buff to any of your core stats, like strength, agility, and all that, right? So you can get like a +2 to that. And just like, There you go. Boom, a little extra health or something. It is actually really good. I think it's like, it's a Souls. If you're not respecting shit, you'll get your shit fucked.
Yeah.
I was not able to beat the boss in the demo so far. I came really close and then the demo crashed one time. But
Ooh.
more so, I will say, I think it's more fair in terms of being exclusively, as of now, and anything else, a single player Souls-like, right? Where there's, not only is there no PvP, there's no jolly cooperation, there's not even, like, a ghost for you to summon in, like, NPC-like, right? There, as far as I know. It's just you. And in comparing it to, Sekiro, and Liza P, which I don't care for, and The Surge 1 and 2, which I don't care for, original Lords of the Fallen, which I don't care for, I think this is the most fair of the strictly single-player Souls-like. In the terms that, no, this is fucking doable in any way you approach this. It feels more balanced for, like, a single player. Whereas sometimes playing the other ones, I'm like, this feels like you thought about having Jolly co-op at one point and then decided not to, but didn't adjust the game. And games do that. I've played plenty that do that, where I'm like, this is clearly supposed to... Remnant is one of those. Remnant is maybe the biggest offender of those. Even though it has co-op, but, like, so little people played Remnant when I was playing it, well, I was like, there's no fucking way you can do this solo in this game. There's no way. You do not have the ammo. So, like, I genuinely feel like this one is, in my opinion, the best of the purely single-player Souls-likes we've seen. And in terms of just aesthetic, storytelling, and what it's doing, and the way its systems engage with each other, I think it's the most unique Souls-like we've seen. By far. And it's, as far as I can tell, their first game. It's by Jayama Games. Yeah. It's just called Anotria. The last song, there's a demo on Steam. Its planned release date is September 18th this year. I'm probably buying this. And just to put, so it does say on the, just read through the Steam page here. Anotria, the last song, is a thrilling Souls-like set in a sunlit land inspired by Italian folklore and filled with danger. The world has been gripped by the Canavaccio, a twisted eternal play that keeps everything in unnatural stasis. You, the maskless one, are the only one without a given role and master of your destiny. Defeat the fearsome authors that created it and free the world from stagnation by harnessing the power of Ardor. Become the Mask of Change. Summer Souls is what they're calling it. 3 main regions, 40 plus hours, more than 100 different enemies. Many masks, one face. Okay, so it's 30 plus masks right now. I don't know where I got the 100 number in. Path of the Innovator is 68 skills. That's the unlockable perks with, like, 150 different, millions different type of build combinations. It says, like, you can see the skill tree as it's branching out as you scroll down the Steam page. Yeah. 30 plus aspects to alter your main statistics dynamically. In the demo, there's only 5. So I don't know what the other fucking 25 are. I forgot to talk about this, so I'm glad they mentioned this. Alter reality. I forgot to talk about this. So you know how in Lords of the Fallen, the new one, you can go to the Realm of the Dead, and it's a whole, it's like the same world, but different? So they're doing that here, except it's different. Randomly, throughout the game, you will find rifts. And there's a couple different types. There's the rift where you do like a little stamp on it, and for a limited amount of time, it changes the environment. It's like, oh, platform's heading there, and that's how you can get over there and approach from a different direction. And oh, there's a chest over there, right? It's a pretty lengthy fucking time. You've got time to, like, figure it out. Then there's another one which does the same thing, except there's no time limit. It's just, like, it'll make a bridge. Like, the one you see as you scroll down the Steam page is the one from the demo, the only one I saw. Makes a giant bridge into the town. That bridge is there until you step off the bridge. There's no time limit.
Gotcha.
Then there is the fight clubs. At one point, I was in a building in the town, and I found a rift, and I activated it, and that's when I stumbled across the fight club's combat rifts, where you are not allowed to leave back to reality until you have died or killed all the enemies. And I was just in a house, touched the rift. The house turned dilapidated. There are corpses hanging from the ceiling, and the floor is covered in blood now. Like, a fucking, like, Alan Wake moment happened, and then crawling, vomiting thespians were rushing me, and I had to kill them all. Also, sometimes, when you pop those rifts, be ready to move very quickly. One of them I popped, and it deleted the floor from underneath me except for the exact spot I was standing, and now across from me on 2 narrow walkways, there's an archer on each side shooting at me. Kill them or die. It's not fucking around. Like, it's very pretty and haha, oh, this is very delightful for a Souls game and its demeanor sometimes, but it's not fucking around. Awaken your potential, 120 plus weapons, 8 different weapon classes, 45 spells, 8 parry modifiers. Posture from Sekiro is in this. You break enemies' posture to enable a devastating riposte attack, which grants you the Mighty Awakened buff, chain kills, and swap between masks to alter the boons you receive to best match the opponent. And then, yeah, like, it is genuinely, like, standing on its own significantly to me, even when it's pulling mechanically from some games I didn't like. And I think I'm gonna be picking this up, and I believe it's, like, I don't even think it's, like, current full price game. I think it's, like, 40 or 50. At least on PlayStation. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to have a price on, PC yet, for whatever reason. But on PlayStation, I'm almost certain it's, like, $40 or $50 for the pre-order. So it's not even, like, a $70 game. And based on what I've seen, I think it's genuinely, like, super good and worth checking out if you're into Souls. So that's my pitch the wish list moment there. And with that,
All right.
That's the podcast at 3.5 hours. The month of May is over as we head straight long into the horrid month of June.
Yeah.
Nah, June's a good month. There's cool shit happening in June.
Cool stuff may be happening, but there's always going to be layoffs, so.
Well, the good news is if Xbox just keeps the trend of laying off 3 studios a month, in about 3 months, they won't have any studios to lay off.
You know what? I guess you're right.
You know?
I guess you're right.
Every cloud has its silver lining, I suppose. This has been the Only in Early Access. This has been Only in Early Access, your monthly gaming podcast that for some fucking reason you listen to. God knows why. I don't know why. I wouldn't listen to this. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next month when I'm sure there won't be any more layoffs ever again. Bye.
I wish.